to the main event.
Welcome to the main event.
Y'all are probably wondering what is this? What is this new format I'm looking at? Because this doesn't look like After Dark. It doesn't look like Off the Top Rope. Well, it's not. You are witnessing the debut of the Geek Culture Podcast. That is right. We've assembled MEP's Avengers, if you would, to bring you all your pop culture needs. Now, I think at this point we don't need introduction, but we might as well do it for all the new and beautiful faces out there. I am a visionary. I am the revolutionary. And since this is pop culture, I'm going to give myself a nickname. I am the killer of the cosmos, DJ freaking Gatsby. Next to me, we have the chairman and CEO. Shit, he cooking something up.
I am the man, the myth, the legend, the being beyond your imagination. The designer of all of this, I am the fastest man alive, but I don't have to run. I'm the fastest man here. I'm the fastest man here. And all of you, y'all are like inertia. Y'all only worth 3 comics. Well, no, 13 for being technical, and nobody remembers y'all. But anyway, I'm free.
Okay, I like that. Below him, Zay, I'm gonna let you do this one because that shit was funny. I'm still tripping over the last one. I'm sorry, that shit.
Below my man TJ over there, we have Mr. Mountain, Mr. Top of the line, top of the class, Mr. Cyclops Duel. Deontay, of course.
Yeah. We need a nickname for him. One of them like comic book style nicknames.
The nickname of Nigga Spider.
Nigga Spider. Okay. The Nigga Spider. All right. Now, that man in the bottom right corner, you see the logo. He is the director of artistic design for the main event players. Yes, he is our dad. I don't know what nickname he's going to come up for himself, but I'm a little scared because knowing him, it might be some outlandish shit or it could be top notch. He is none other than Weaver.
And he
I'm in this thing with a nickname this time.
Just call him Jay Garrett.
I'll come up with one at some point. Yeah, there you go. I don't care.
There we go. To be decided. That's his nickname for now. To be decided.
I'm calling him Jay Garrett, that old fuck. Sorry, Weaver, you're gonna catch a lot of jokes today. You weren't there last night when I was really cooking.
Yes. Calling me names and stuff.
That shit was hilarious. I'm sorry. It was hilarious. But also, well, how should we start this? Because this is the debut episode, of course. So, what should we talk about first?
Debut.
I mean, you see my avatar? Do you see my avatar thingy?
Yeah. I mean, complete transparency. This is supposed to be the 3rd episode.
No, for real.
We did an episode talking about Guardians 3. We did an episode talking about Spider-Verse. this was really just gonna be our like actual just broad topic episode. So I think we keep it broad topics and we keep it short with everything we've already covered.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I mean, we've
What are you
already
talking
done
about? I wasn't
two.
here for those
two
episodes. This is my first
Well, then-
episode.
well then, yeah, no, then you'll get to share your opinions on it. But like, we don't need a 6-hour stream because we spent a good 2.5 hours on Guardians and we spent about a good 2.5 hours on Spider-Man.
That was true. That we was going in. But in fact, let me pull up our little to-do list for geek culture because we had a lot of good ideas in that motherfucker.
While we're at it, we'll run through some of
Ooh.
Weaver's opinions here. Weaver, what did you think of Guardians of the Galaxy 3?
Yep.
I say, wait for it. All right. Oh, he's muted.
Who?
Weaver.
Oh.
Dare I say over Vince? Prodigy, I will whoop your ass. I will whoop your ass, Prodigy. All right.
Yo, he didn't
Prodigy.
tell me.
Prodigy's all bro. Like stream just started. Prodigy's already on my ass, bro. Like what? But what I have right here. This is actually one of the things that started the topic of the podcast. Would you rather fight a 20-year experienced Batman or angry, depressed Peter Parker?
Batman.
Really? Oh wait, no, yeah.
I'm taking Batman after 20 years. Yeah.
hmm Yeah, cause y'all probably thinking, but it's 20-year-old it's 20-year experienced Batman. Yes, the nigga will know how to break my arm in 30,000 different ways, but
I mean,
silent,
20-year
angry
experience-
Peter Parker
A 20-year experienced Batman would
is
be
also
like-
kind of old.
I mean,
like
let's be
he's on
honest
that
though.
verge of ready to
Let's be honest
give it
though.
up to Terry McGinnis.
Depressed. It depends on what Peter Parker is depressed about. Because if it's
He's angry.
you know,
He's angry and
if he
depressed.
just watched
so if
Gwen,
it's something that would get him
if you
angry,
just watched Gwen die and you like
Oh,
and you say some shit, then yeah, maybe. But if he's just like gothic black Spider-Man, like black suit Spider-Man from the Tobey Maguire movies in Spider-Man 3, all he wants to do is just dance to a fucking song. That's all he wants to do. Good.
I'm assuming in this one, I'm assuming this is like a just experienced the death kind of like a one more day Peter Parker type.
Yeah.
Because if
Yeah,
it's
I feel like-
if it's one more day Peter Parker, I will end my life contract myself before he
For
can
real.
get to me. I'm not even gonna risk it. 'Cause that man,
I mean, to be
I'll
fair,
tell you-
that, of all of the variants of Peter, like the worst variant of Peter Parker is the one, the actual evil one, who was basically in a universe where Ben doesn't die. He eventually becomes Ghost Spider. But to set that up, he's a Parker who doesn't experience Ben's death, becomes a millionaire tech genius, and builds a device that allows him to pull Spider-Man from other universes, absorb their power into his own. He's known as the Amazing Spider, and he's an absolute piece of shit and doesn't care about anything or anyone. So, and then he gets sent to hell, and he's like, "Yeah, I probably deserve to be here."
What I love about that story, particularly with the Amazing Spider, is the fact that in some of the stories they tell where Ben lives, Peter doesn't get bit. That's kind of where they lie. They don't tell us where the spider landed. Probably because it's the 90s. They're not going to tell us where the spider landed because Ben Riley just kind of flopped and they didn't have Miles yet. But,
well, there's also the what's his name? I can't think of his name, but he basically becomes Man Spider, which is he was the other bully besides Flash Thompson who bullied Peter. And when Peter gets bit by the spider, this other bully is laughing at him out like just he bullies him for getting bit by a spider, then sees him as Spider-Man, or like sees that he's the one that happens to like see the where Peter realizes he's got spider powers and he's like testing out his abilities. He sees this, gets jealous, goes back to the lab, finds the exact same spider that bit Peter. It's now dead. So he eats it. Since it can't bite him, he eats the spider.
Oh
The
my
radiation
god.
melts his face off. Like it just melts all of his skin off, and he becomes a giant
Huh.
spider and like an army of smaller spiders that he can control mentally.
wait.
And what they
I
do
know
is
what
they
you're talking
take a
about.
host. In order for him to become a Spider-Man, he takes the host. Yeah. It's fucking disturbing.
It is actually one of the most disturbing Spider-Man iterations. He's literally made of spiders.
Yes.
Everything is made of spiders.
Okay, so technically, that's Spider's Man. No, that's
Mhm.
Spider's Man is a hive mind colony of spiders who form the physical manifestation, like the physical form, and like wear the spider suit. The other one, which I believe is Man Spider, he actually the spider actually latches itself onto a host. It can just be anybody, and then that's how it fights. It uses that to like actually be able to fight Peter Parker.
I don't know if it's
Slight difference.
Man Spider. I think I seen this when I was looking up something for a TikTok video the other day. I don't know what it was called, but it's like Earth. It might be Earth 2001. It's Man Spider, but it's Spider-Man, but he has like the millions of eyes. It has fucking tendrils. No, it's Earth 333.
Right.
No, that's not it
That-
either, because that's Silver Spider. That's
I
Silver Spider.
believe
Fuck.
that is Man Spider.
Yeah, because Man Spider, he has
Right.
tendrils.
I think what you're talking
artwork
about though
is really
is
cool.
Man Spider. Yeah. It's essentially the same thing they did with Batman, where they were like, "Oh, we need the exact opposite of Batman, so we're gonna make."
So we have Man Bat. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that.
So they did
Bro.
the same thing with Spider-Man.
Someone remind me about that because I got a bone to pick with motherfucking Man Bat, bro. And if you've, hey, Deontay, you motherfucking know. You motherfucking know.
In the game, right? So you just drive by,
Ooh.
and then you do it like a grapple. Next thing you know, on top of the building, here come man back.
Ah,
The
it's
scariest-
like,
bro, my
bro,
heart.
shit would piss me off. You
Ooh,
grapple
jump
this thing and
scare.
just jump scare.
That's why I hate Batman. That's one of the many reasons I hate that damn game.
Bro, I hated that shit. Fucking Man Bat, bro.
Actually, out of all the things that were on that game, the Man Bat jump scares were not that bad for me.
Really?
Mm-mm. You know what really pissed
What
me
up,
off about that
K-Smooth?
fucking game?
What?
The freeze missions.
Oh, I hated them bitches. I hated them bitches, bro.
Bro, the
I
damn
love
what's
that
called
game.
the
It's an
cloudburst.
amazing game.
The cloudburst.
I hate
that.
those two.
Fucking
I hated
freeze
that.
missions.
Nigga, having to freeze the shit, jump on it before it melts, nigga.
Nah, them damn Riddler
Not even that,
missions.
bro. When you gotta freeze, when you have to freeze like a certain area of people, but you have to get by before I hate it.
Nah. The damn Riddler missions.
I
was
hated
so
them
many
too.
of them.
Let's see. That just sounds
Nigga,
like
I looked
everything
up the
was
cheat
going
code
to
for
in
it.
the replay of Majora's Mask.
Ugh.
It's a
Yes,
great
we are,
game to
K
play,
Smooth.
but
There's a
damn.
whole section of Majora's Mask where you have to get through an entire puzzle by freezing spots of water with ice arrows, and it pisses me off because they only
That
last
is
for a certain amount of
insane.
time.
That's crazy. I would.
But I do
I,
love
I,
the story of Arkham Knight, though.
I love
I
it.
love that story.
I just hate. I hate that Batmobile.
I
I hate
still
it.
haven't finished
Mm.
Arkham Knight.
You hate the Batmobile in that motherfucker?
Yes, because okay, look, it's not that.
Matter of fact, yeah, I do too.
Yes, you
I'm trying
gotta
to
use
remember
it
it. I'm
for
trying to remember it.
everything. You have to use
Oh,
it for
okay.
Like
I
everything.
get you.
when you're fighting people, you gotta go into that fucking military mode with the
Oh, I
four-way,
hate the military mode.
And
Okay.
then
I
get
get,
this,
yeah.
and get this.
and
When
then
Deathstroke is in the game,
so many of the missions revolve around
Our
the fucking
Batmobile, bro.
Batmobile, bro.
and then get this. Deathstroke is in the game. We don't get to fight him with our fists. We gotta fight him through a goddamn.
Batmobile.
Yes. We wouldn't be able to
Oh.
beat the nigga. And that it don't even get me started on that damn Cloudburst level. I hated that
I,
shit. I
Well,
hated that.
my favorite part is when you can upgrade it to like to hack the fucking tanks and turn them against each other. That's all I do, because otherwise they're fucking missiles. There's a certain part of the game where the missiles like basically auto lock on you, and it's like no matter where you go, there's a missile about to explode right fucking there.
Nah, y'all just not nice.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. Fuck
Hey,
you.
I'm
Fuck
gonna be
you.
so for real. That is the easiest part about those missions.
No, it
No,
is
It's
not.
dodging.
no.
It's dodging
No,
the
fuck it is
gunfire.
not.
Wait, how far into the game are you?
I'm like a good 70% in.
You almost done.
Wait till you get to that 10% more. And they got I tell you, they spawn every 2 seconds, and it's like
No,
missile,
I know what you're talking about. I'm
missile,
past
bro.
that point in the
Most
game.
of the fight is gonna be you dodging the missiles.
Bro,
I'm damn near at the final fight. Like
shit. Maybe we are just ass, Deontay, because I don't. Man,
No,
K
because all
Smooth
it
said
is-
he was
all it
fucking
is
these.
pressing B. All it is like pressing B and then moving in one direction.
I just hated that.
Then again, I was spending most of the time trying to hack their tanks while the bitches were shooting at me.
Yeah,
That's-
you gotta hack
my
your
strategy
tank.
was always my strategy was I would pick a tank and then I just dodge all the gunfire on my way there, get mad close, blow that shit up in one shot, move to the next one.
Mm.
Just dip dodge, shoot, you're done. Dip dodge, shoot, you're done.
Oh,
And then keep my like my normal gun going the entire time.
yeah, that game. I vowed to never play that game again because that damn Batmobile.
I'm telling you, try that strategy. Those missions are so much easier.
Wish I would have done that so many years ago when I played that shit.
See, the only problem I have with the game is the ending. Anyway,
Oh yeah, I don't really mind the ending.
Untouchable. 1 versus 50, no
Well,
damage.
the ending is a cop
You
out.
build different.
No. Did you do?
No,
like
like the one where you're standing in the middle of the town. You just gotta hold it down.
Boy. Oh.
Did you do
Yo,
the
I was
secret?
going crazy on that mission, bro. I was in that bitch. I went for a good 10 minutes, just dodge. I couldn't get any shots off because there were too many niggas around.
Did
I will say
anybody
that.
get to get the secret,
That
the
one
secret
I did,
ending?
because I was. Which one, Deontay?
When you complete the game, when you get 100% complete, there's a different ending. Did you ever get that ending?
No, I'm trying to do the 100% right now, and the only thing I have left are the fucking Riddler missions. The 270 fucking Riddler missions.
Yeah, I didn't do that. Fuck that.
Why
Yeah, I
the
know what the
fuck?
ending. I know what the ending is.
Rocksteady, I love you. Why the fuck are there 200 Riddler missions, bro?
They're not even missions. You just have to find trophies. That's what
I
makes it
know.
worse.
It's like, oh, like, nigga, I'd rather you give me, like, one of those wave level fights 200 times, or even 100. Alright, whatever. But, nigga, I gotta find these obscure ass trophies. Nigga, I am pulling up IGN right now. They're gonna tell me where this shit is. Fuck you.
Yeah, then you gotta find them. Go like, man, I ain't got time for that. Then you gotta
That's
fight
why.
the
That's why.
villain.
Whenever I seen one while I'm in a mission already, I'm just
Just
like, you know
grab that
what?
bitch.
Let me go get this
I,
bitch.
I'm gonna need it later. Might as well.
200, like what? I hate it, dude. Like, I hate. I hate that shit, dude.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Bro, I could.
That gives me a good question. What is your favorite suit to use in Arkham Knight? Because by that point,
Oh,
I think there's a certain where like you can basically use almost every suit available at that point.
Batman Beyond.
Nick, I love the fucking Batman Beyond suit. I love
That
using that
shit looks so
motherfucker in it.
cool. And then the damn cape behind it. Oh yes.
Bro,
When you
that shit
flying,
is so cold.
when you flying, it
I'm
looks
a
like a damn
classic
bat.
gray and blue man.
And gray and blue be going stupid too. I'll say that.
I don't, oh
Mm.
no, I don't mean like the. And just to clarify for people, I don't mean like the dark. I'm talking about the vibrant
But
blue.
also-
and gray.
Also, to answer Deontay's question, yes, I did do the 100% complete mission. That's the ending that I was talking about. That is a cop.
Oh, did you?
The
really think
reveal
he-
of who the Arkham Knight is bullshit.
You know what? Y'all don't mind if I
Considering
spoil
who
it,
that person actually is, it's a fucking cop out.
Oh,
Yes.
something.
Okay.
Oh, I need to hurry up and do these missions in because
I
Oh.
highly doubt y'all gonna do them Riddler missions. So I might as well just fucking say it. So at the end, there's
I'm
an
about to say the
ending,
game
right?
been out for like 15 damn near fucking years at this point. Just
Yeah. If you didn't say that's your business. Anyway.
Yeah,
Uh,
basically they retcon Red Hood and give you Arkham Knight as Jason Todd.
Yeah, it's one of the most like wildly stupid endings.
So they just kind of did away with all of the.
And then they do it. If I remember correctly, they
It's
do
so
it in a way that's like it's not even Jason Todd. It's just heavily hinted as Jason Todd.
yes. Nothing else. Like I hate that.
wait. What do you mean?
No, it's Jason Todd.
No, he says it. And
Jason
what do you mean, Indy? That's like middle of the game.
It's 100%.
No, they make it
Yeah.
so obvious that it's him though. They make it so
No,
obvious.
I swear he says it. The nigga's mask comes off. I swear he says Jason.
It's just the like Red Hood.
No, they don't. I don't remember them ever directly calling
They
Jason
didn't
out by
say
name.
it, but what made me know that it was
I think
him.
they
was
they
when the
hint
Joker
at
did
who
that
he
shit.
is halfway through, but the end of it is him saying,
Love him. I
but
hate
it's
that game.
the
with a passion.
idea of them retconning the fact that Jason Todd is Red Hood in order
Mhm.
to make him Arkham Knight. Like they had to do away with Red Hood just so we could do this. Like instead of
They
giving us a
ret-
new character,
They
as the Arkham
retconned the whole damn
Knight,
thing.
or just not giving a reveal to who the Arkham Knight is.
They retconned. We went through all of that just for them to retcon the shit.
I don't. Maybe it's been a while since I finished the game, but like I said, I've never finished the game. I just watched a YouTube video on it. Maybe I just haven't seen the ending in a while. But I don't remember him being like, "Oh, Jason." I thought it was just like heavily hinted.
No, I could have sworn because afterwards he calls Alfred and says it's Jason.
I don't know.
Because Alfred's in his suit at all times. I could have sworn Alfred was like Master Bruce, like, and they talk about it.
I don't. No.
Let me look this up real quick, because
I know what you're talking about. They didn't say that about Red Hood. I think it was something about like somebody got captured and he was like, "It's Jason." That's what it was. Or was it Dick Grayson? It was one
real
of
quick,
the two.
while I look this up, I gotta tell y'all some funny ass. It relates to the game because you remember the part where he's at the movie studio, Batcave type thing, and like the Joker serum is like doing its thing still kind of, and he locks Tim in a cell, and then he comes back thinking Tim's dead, but it turns out to be a hallucination type thing. That shit fucked with me because every time I did it, I would ask myself like, okay, which part is fucking real or not? Because then it would be parts where it's like, okay, I think this is real, but then it's like, psych, you're dreaming again.
Oh yeah.
I say all this because so I had to be at work for 5 a.m. yesterday, right? So I woke up at 4 a.m. I had to be at work for 4 a.m. today, but I didn't get any sleep. So I've been up since 4 a.m. yesterday, right? I'm at work, and for those who don't know, I work in grocery pickup, so I do all the online
Welcome to
orders.
my
Like I
world.
shop for the stuff and bring it out to the cars. Well, I slept walked for the first time today because as I was shopping for some of the orders, I kept going in and out. And at one point, I'm in our produce section grabbing stuff that apparently is not for my order because I was sleep walking again. I close my eyes for a second. I open them. I am inside the fucking floral freezer, which is a whole 100 feet away from the produce section. I looked, I was like, where the fuck am I? Bro, I walked out and I just see my cart on the whole
Yep.
opposite side of the wall, and I was like, oh no. I was
Nah,
like,
TJ,
oh, this
pull up.
is bad, bro. Fuck.
Now pull up a case
Oh,
move
yeah.
comment because I want to talk about that shit. I want to talk about that. Damn.
That would have been worse if you woke up and you're like, what the
See,
hell? And you look
what's
down
really
at the
messed
order
up-
and it's realized that this order was from like 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
It damn near happened that way too.
What's
Bro,
messed
it
Pull up
up-
was,
case move. Pull up
See,
case
I've
move
done,
comment 'cause I
I've
want to
done,
talk about
I've
that.
had similar situations. The problem is when it happened to me, I was driving. So
Damn.
because
That's
I've had that
dangerous.
happen.
Oh,
where
that
I'll,
seems
like,
scary.
doze off while I'm driving, wake up and be like, damn, I don't know how I got this far. Like I don't remember anything about the drive up until the point where I've suddenly regained consciousness.
I've had
just
multiple
like,
people tell
I
me
really
that
hope I didn't- like,
they've taken
nothing's falling
really
off my
fucking
phone.
long drives. They'd be like, oh, I've
Mhm.
taken some,
Yeah.
like, I had this one friend who, she always told me, she was like, she took a drive from Maryland to Ohio on no sleep.
That's
I didn't believe it, right, at all. Because that's a long ass drive. And she was like, no. She was like, I did it on no sleep to my knowledge.
Damn.
God.
And I was like, what the
Bro.
hell does that mean?
Yep.
She went,
I know
I
exactly
don't,
what that
she
means.
said, I never fell asleep. I don't remember falling asleep. She said, I could remember most of the trip because, like, obviously it's a lot of repetitive shit, so you would think you remember the whole thing. But she was like, but I was kind of shaken when she hit a guardrail in Ohio.
Damn.
Closest I ever
I
came
mean,
to
the
that.
first mistake,
Bro.
of course, was going to Ohio.
Yeah, because sorry,
I mean,
Johnny.
I used to make jokes about that. I was like, so you telling me your brain? So you telling me you
I
fell
was gonna
asleep?
say, sorry, Johnny,
That's
but yeah.
obviously what happened. You clearly fell asleep. You wouldn't have hit that guardrail if you didn't fall asleep. He's like, so you telling me you fell asleep? Don't remember falling asleep, and then your brain was like, oh shit, we're in Ohio. Shirt.
Crazy.
Bro.
Pull up case move comment because I want to talk about that. That shit. Like, yeah.
Which one is it?
The Spider-Man one.
Boom.
I fucking hated some MJ missions.
No,
in
the
that
MJ.
Spider-Man
Fuck that
game.
bitch, bro.
For real, I hated that shit, dude. Like I want to beat
I don't
somebody's
hate
ass in
them as much as
Spider-Man.
other people do, but they were definitely boring parts of the game.
Like, but I
You know
want
which one I really hate? Oh, fuck. What happened?
I want to
My
whoop
whole
somebody's
system.
ass, man. I want to whoop some niggas' ass in the streets, not play with fucking MJ.
Speaking of, fuck that bitch Screwball, bro. Fuck
Yes, I hate
that
her too.
bitch.
That bitches. I hate her.
Oh my
Bro.
god.
Them screwball missions were so hard for no reason.
Bro, I'd be like, I'm going light speed out this shit, and they'd be like, you are still slow as fuck. I'm like,
Like,
what do
bitch,
you mean? I finished this in 15 seconds. How fast did you want me? 10 seconds for gold. What?
And then you gotta like do like, and then you gotta
Yep.
beat these niggas. Then you gotta do it.
To be fair, I feel like with those missions, all you really had to do was just nail your
Then
web
like,
launches.
yeah. If you got to like at the peak point where you launched off that bitch, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you was flying.
Yeah.
What I used to do was, I'm not gonna lie, I used to cut.
Yeah, those are the
corners hella
missions
hard. I
for
used to,
speedrunners.
yeah, I used to like hit. I used to like web on a building, and then I would like launch
Run.
myself through like 3 of them at a time. Because obviously you could change direction using the webs. clutch idea. That helped so much. Being
I
able to
used to
just
do that
quickly
too.
throw out a web and change my direction.
I used to do that too, cause I got so tired of chasing this thing. You know what? I'm just gonna keep this shit. Just gonna keep this shit. Cause fuck that. Fuck
Those
that.
fucking the laboratories that you had to do for Harry.
Yeah.
To be
Oh
fair,
my.
when
That
that first
was my
Spider-Man
least
game
favorite
came
part of the
out,
game.
I was still working at GameStop.
Man, so you
Look,
probably
see, I was when that first Spider-Man game came out, so I
Wow.
legitimately was able to just check the game out from the store for free, beat it in like 2 days, brought it back
Damn.
in. I was like, I'm done with this shit. Like, I literally just
Yeah, we
went
should do
straight
that.
through the main storyline and gave it back. I was like, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm
I'm done with this
we
shit.
should beat that game, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I beat the first Spider-Man game twice.
Did you not play the
No, the
DLC?
main story. No, I just said I got the game when I checked the game out of the store the day it came out.
Oh, okay. Never
The
mind.
Yeah,
DLC
the
hadn't even
DLC
been
didn't come out till
announced.
like what? Yeah, like 2 months later or some shit like that.
It was a couple. Yeah, it was a couple months later.
Nah,
The
fact.
stable one might have been a good 6 months.
God damn, well you can't do shit.
No, I mean you can't. She can't do shit. I was not being involved.
No,
Nah,
for
you made
real.
mistakes.
Hey, speaking
You
of
made
like
mistakes.
knowing you can't do shit,
Well,
Miles.
well,
When I had
she
to
can't
play
do
as
shit
Miles,
in
I was
that
pissed,
universe.
bro.
There's some universes where she can't.
True, bro. I hated doing the Miles ones because I was like, I hate playing a Spider-Man without the Spider-Man powers, bro. How,
Nah, bro,
like,
you
what the
can't do
fuck,
shit. I
bro?
want to whoop somebody's ass, bro. Like,
Right? And then the
nah.
Rhino one,
Right?
nigga,
That nigga just
when
playing
you was
man.
escaping from Rhino, that shit, God, that had my anxiety through the roof.
Oh yeah, that man. I would have anxiety for the whole thing. This shit crazy.
She better have some type of weapon in number 2 if we doing this shit again, bro. Like, cause that taser, that single taser, it was alright, but you better have some kind of blow dart gun or some shit next
I'm
game.
funny. They
Like,
better make that. They better make it.
better hit
You
that.
know, you know what I want to see? I want to see Spider Gwen and Spider Man too.
That'd be fire. If anything, it'd probably be in Miles's number 2.
Mm,
Or it could
If
be a
they're gonna
DLC.
make a Miles number 2, who knows? They might not.
Or it could be a DLC.
True.
well, technically, the Spider-Man Miles Morales was technically DLC, even though because it's not a sequel to the game. It's just
Yeah.
It's its own standalone game.
it's not DLC, but it's like that like little step between DLC and its own game, which is dumb. They should have just made it its own game, but whatever.
It
Mm.
technically was its own game. It just like it was like it took
You
place.
could tell it was like this is
No,
a
because
continuation of this.
if it was
It
its
was
own game, then we'd be getting Spider-Man 3.
no, okay, that's
It
it.
would be Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2,
Damn.
Miles Morales, and then Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
You-
Oh,
Wait.
I know how to equate it, Weaver. I know how to do it perfectly. It's the same thing I say with Captain
Dang.
America: Civil War. This isn't a solo. This is Avengers 2.5. Spider-Man Miles Morales is Spider-Man 1.5. That
Yeah.
is right there.
Well,
Because
yeah.
I say that all the
So
time,
here's
bro.
the
Captain
thing.
America:
This
Civil
is
War is
exact-
not a
well, that's
Captain
the thing.
America film.
With
It
Captain
is
America
not. That's
Civil
an
War.
Avengers movie. That is an Avengers movie.
Well, it's not. It's not. It's not a story. It's not a Captain America storyline either. It's an Avengers
Mhm.
storyline.
Oh,
But
since we
Exactly.
on this, since we on this,
Someone
since we on
in
this.
Hollywood was like, if we put Captain America Civil War, that's gonna sound like a Captain America movie, so we can get away with it. And then we don't.
Because
have
first
to
of all,
make an
y'all know what
extra
y'all was
Captain
doing.
America movie to
Y'all was gonna
keep it
make
like-
niggas think Captain America was gonna be in the 1800s for a little bit. Y'all know what y'all
Well,
did.
Now, since we on this topic though, who was y'all?
Well,
on?
they also
Team
did
Cap
it.
or Team
They
Iron
also
Man?
did it too early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They've also done. Here's the because that's the problem with the MCU right now, and this is why it feels so weird now. They did Civil War too early. Civil War and Secret Wars, which is what we're dealing with, or about to be dealing with here very soon, happened at the same time. The reason the Civil War happened was because of all the stuff in Secret Wars, where the Skrulls were suddenly being revealed to be heroes and other just random humans in like hiding in plain sight. That's why this like those accords were made. Like the whole thing of like superheroes needing to be registered and be tracked was because they suddenly found out that, fucking all these superheroes were Skrulls in disguise.
Pretty much, yeah.
So they were trying to like combat that as well. What they did was they didn't know if they were going to be able to do that storyline. So they were like, let's do Civil War now and then figure it all out later. Which, in a way, I'm kind of glad that they did, because obviously knowing now that we don't have Chadwick Boseman now, it would have been much. I mean, to have him as Black Panther and then do Civil War later, knowing that he passed away, like then that would be a thing where they would actually have to recast him, because T'Challa actually plays a much. He didn't play that big of a role in the movie, but in the Civil War like story arc, he's actually pretty integral in the whole thing. So,
Yeah, since we're on the topic of Civil War, we all Team Cap or Team Iron Man?
what's that?
I said, since we on the topic of Civil War, we all Team Cap? I mean, we all Team Cap or Team Iron Man?
Well, thing is, it's more than that. It's not just are you Team Cap or are you Team Iron Man? It's are you for superheroes having to be registered, or are you against it? Because that's the actual discussion. Is that Cap? They like had him like the whole like thing of them needing to be registered and be kept under like being watched the whole time.
There's no way you could put this. There's no way to switch it, flip it back and forth. If you're Team Iron Man, you are blatantly wrong. And I will argue to the death of time, you are blatantly wrong.
Wait, no. Because here's where people are mistaken. When you say Team Cap or Iron Man, they're not just talking about the Accords, because people also loop the battle between Tony, Bucky, and Steven, at which they shouldn't. That's why people are like, how are you Team Cap? Those are two separate issues. Like,
no, even then, I'll include that final fight. Tony's still 1000% wrong, and if you think otherwise, you're fucking wrong.
Oh, fuck no. With the Accords, Team Cap. With that fight, fuck Steve. I get it. Yeah, first of all, fuck you for knowing this nigga killed my parents. Second of all, fuck you for jumping me for being emotional about it. Cause first of all,
Tony Stark, you're the smartest. Tony Stark, you're the smartest man in the world. Your parents disappear one random day, transporting government secrets. You didn't think the Winter Soldier killed him. That's Tony. Tony Stark being stupid. That's flat out Tony Stark.
Tony Stark is not the smartest man in the world.
Yeah, he's not the smartest man in the world.
Not.
He was the smartest man in the world.
That's straight right out of the gate.
Also, this was Shield type
technically,
shit, bro.
He was the smartest man in the world at the time. We don't have Reed.
Yeah.
Chadwick isn't up there for his brilliance. Bruce Banner.
We didn't have him on our screens, but
he's not in the universe. I'm telling you, the Fantastic Four are not going to come from 616.
They're coming to the MCU.
I still think even like this is Shield type shit, bro. Like there's no way Tony could have found that out.
Tony Stark hacked and stole all of Shield's data in the first movie. And then he does it again in Age of Ultron. Here's what I think it was, right? Very simply.
Well, I was just say he's hired by Shield. He has access to all their stuff anyway.
Yeah. Even if they try to hide it from him, he's proven I'm gonna get that information regardless. So nothing was hidden from him. He had that information whether he looked at it or not. Secondly, he is mad at Cap and Bucky, right? When, first off, Cap had the common sense to realize we are talking about a man who was completely out of control of his actions. Tony Stark, the drunk, all that, the inexplicable things you could say about Tony Stark. You're upset because of a non-choice? That's stupid. That's fucking stupid. You're upset because you didn't have the common sense to put 2 and 2 together. I promise you, Bucky didn't tell Steve that he killed the Starks. Bucky doesn't even remember killing the Starks.
Yeah, but Steve knew.
That was
Disagree.
Steve having common sense.
Disagree.
Everyone else, I guarantee you, every other Avenger.
Steve found this out. Steve found it. He found the records. Steve knew this shit. It wasn't common sense. No, Steve knew what happened.
Also,
yes, because he has common sense.
No, it wasn't common sense. He literally found the evidence of it.
He found evidence of it because he had the common sense to look at it.
Been given the fact that Bucky does remember everything he's done.
Mm-hmm.
He remembers doing it, but he doesn't remember specific details like this unless he's in Winter Soldier mode.
But
which is why Zemo needed him.
No, because he had to, they did the whole thing of him being in therapy and him making a list of all the people that he's wronged and having to go and apologize to people. So he knows. He 100% knows everything he's done. So, and it may not be at that specific point in time, he may not have remembered it 100%, but he remembers it.
He is aware of what he's done in the sense that he gets flashes. That's why it's presented to us in a dream. He doesn't have actual recollection of these events. Which is why when Zemo had him there and he's trying to get the information, he's not getting it. Bucky doesn't have any actual recollection of it. He needed to be in the Winter Soldier mode, activating the mind control for him to access that portion of his memory. That's why it only comes out in dream state.
Well, and see, when you get into dream state, which obviously at the time of that movie we didn't know this, but we know this now because of Multiverse of Madness. Dreamwalking is using dreams to enter it. They basically revealed that when we dream, we're looking at alternate universes. So who's to say that our Bucky didn't actually do any of that shit, and that he was him seeing it in a dream state was him seeing himself killing someone in an alternate universe.
Also,
well, no, because I think those apply to dreams. I don't think those apply to nightmares. Because you have the
it does, because Tony, all of the because there's all the stuff about Tony's nightmares and his dreams being him looking into alternate universes.
No, he got Scarlet Witch.
Because of that,
that's what that was. He got Scarlet Witch. That wasn't dream state. He got Scarlet Witch.
And then we found out that all of her shit, but also all of her shit had to deal with dream walking and being able to show people their dreams. Which we found out in Multiverse. By the time we got Multiverse of Madness, we found out that anytime someone is having a dream in an alternate universe, and then Doctor Strange, thanks to Wanda, found out that you can dream walk, which means if you know how to control it, you can actually enter that alternate universe.
Yes,
or pull someone out.
Also, I think was important with this specific statement is Wanda is invoking nightmare scenarios, and all of their nightmare scenarios come true in this reality. Right? Which is why, like I said, it doesn't apply to nightmares.
It's still.
because
What I'm saying is, there's still the fact that a nightmare and a dream are the same thing.
No, they're not.
Nightmares and dreams are one and the same. It's just a nightmare
They aren't.
is
Nightmares are
nightmare
completely
is where
controlled
you
by a character.
have things not go your way.
Nightmares are controlled by a character
I
in
disagree.
Marvel. It's in his name.
Disagree.
His name is fucking Nightmare.
Within the context of the MCU. The fuck are you talking about? There's not even a character in MCU named Nightmare. What are you doing? I'm talking about within the context of the MCU. We have been explained that it has been explained to us since Multiverse of Madness that if anyone is having a dream, if they go to sleep and they see something in their sleep, in their dream, whether it's a dream, a peaceful dream, or a bad dream, like Tony Stark had, it is into another universe. It's their gateway into the multiverse. That's how it's been explained in the MCU since Multiverse of Madness, which means
that's not the explanation.
Going backwards. Anytime anyone had a dream at any point in the MCU, it is though. That's 100% the explanation that's given, because that's where we get the whole thing about dreamwalking.
The explanation that's given is that when you dream, you are looking into the window of other realities. Dreamwalking is the action of going into someone else's subconscious.
Yes, there was.
Yes, but
which means dreams in itself is just a portal
but they
into
also
that.
Yes, God damn.
But they also have specifically said it was universe and multiverse. That's the whole idea of how Steven and Wanda are able. That's how Wanda's able to get to different versions of her kids every time. Is because she's able to dreamwalk into her own dream, into her own subconscious. So
it's out there. I still think that's a bit out there because Doctor Strange, since the first movie, has always established the existence of Nightmare as a character. Because he was going to be the second villain before Kevin Feige did what Kevin Feige does and changed his plans up a bit. Nightmare has been established as like the character who controls nightmares for a very long time.
Appear in the movies, then he doesn't exist.
But it's clearly
basically just said that with.
But using the same logic you did with a Doctor Strange movie as well, he's clearly stated to exist in that he controls his domain as we are aware of it. So it means he has full domain over people's nightmares. So dreams and nightmares would be separated because nightmares are controlled by a mystic force, and dreams are a portal into outer worlds.
I mean, until I see a character named Nightmare in these movies with that explanation, there's no way. You know what I mean? Like I'm going off of what we've been given in the movies. So, comics wise, yes, that works because Nightmare exists within the comics. But other than a name, he doesn't exist in the MCU.
Not yet.
See what I'm saying?
See, now back to the Bucky thing. The reason why I think was Tony a little bit in the wrong at that point, yes. But why I think Cap was wrong, Cap obviously found this shit out during Winter Soldier. There was no point at which he was going to tell Tony about this if Tony wouldn't have found it out. Cap could have easily sat Tony down. In fact, you've teamed with Tony for a couple years now. You know how he reacts. He could have sat all the Avengers down. He could have told Nick Fury, hey, I found this out. I know how he's going to react. We need to handle this. He could have easily done that, had Tony in the location, like had Pepper there to calm this nigga down and tell him, like, hey, I found this out, but he was brainwashed. I'm going to fix this. I need you to not lose your cool. But no, Steve doesn't do none of that. Steve waits till Tony finds out his damn self. And think about this. How would you feel thinking my parents just died in a wreck, right? Because obviously they hid how it actually happened. How would you feel seeing video of this man who's standing less than 5 feet from you, watching him murder your parents, knowing he is best friends with the man you started basically calling a brother at this point, who obviously knew about this? And just to confirm, you knew about this? Tony, you fucking knew. You fucking knew. It's rational to snap in that point because your whole world is recolliding at this point, and you're being hit with this wave of information. It's just it's
still
natural
irrational.
human feelings.
Yes,
It's not
but
irrational though.
it is a bit irrational.
No.
I would have
Because
The
You're
man
in a
who
human-
murdered
you're in
both
a
of my
human
parents
tin box.
is standing 5 feet from me. Whether you are brainwashed or not, the emotion I'm feeling right now could give a fuck about that. It'd be
I'm
different
giving
if
up
you, my best friend who knew about this, told me months ago so I could process this. But no, now I'm finding out not only did you knew, you hid this shit from me. So now now I feel like I was lied to. I feel betrayed now, on top of my parents' murderer is 5 fucking feet in front of me. Do I think Tony should have done an all-out battle? No, but I think he was correct in being able and wanting to feel the way he did, because that's just normal human emotions.
Right.
Now again,
But he
this
had
is Tony
zero
Stark, who's
to be the-
he is a rash nigga. If he was sensible, yes, we could talk this out, but also Cap has to take some fault. Because if you've known about this since the end of Winter Soldier, you could have came up with so many ways on how to address this before it got to
Right.
this point.
But you are dealing with Tony Stark. If Cap tells Tony won, it's gonna come back to the Avengers. Cap was running the Avengers at the time. That's gonna throw off a lot of shit with the Avengers, such as new recruits. That's not important though. What is important is Tony Stark's personality, which would have resulted in no matter what precautions you took, Tony would have started a fight with all of the Avengers because Tony's an illogical ass nigga.
Not if you tell Pepper. Pepper's the one person who can calm this nigga down no matter what it is. I feel like if Cap would have went to Fury, Fury would have told him, tell Pepper.
Any amount of money, he would have sent a suit to take Pepper away. Pepper would not have been a factor.
I don't think so, bro.
I think they would have told Pepper.
To sit
Steve-
Tony down.
He sends Pepper away if he knows she's going to be in danger. If he thinks he's going to do something stupid, even Jarvis knows I have to have a backup to stop what could potentially be devastating consequences. I feel like if Pepper told Jarvis, take me back to him, that suit is going to fly her back to him. Because at this point, when Tony found out, Pepper was basically at that level of Jarvis listens to me also. Because I'm the one who can bring Tony back down to that level. As we saw after the end of Iron Man 3. Because he destroyed all his suits for her. Nigga created a suit for her. I think if Steve would have told Fury, Fury would have told him, Fury, let's be honest. Fury knew this was going to happen. Can we agree on that? Fury knew Tony was going to find out at some point. I guarantee you Fury had a contingency plan.
Yeah.
If Steve would have told Fury he knew, if Steve would have told Fury he knew, Fury would have been like, I know. I was waiting for you to come to
Fury
me.
knows everything.
Tell Pepper. Tell
He knows
Pepper.
everything, bro.
And I'm telling
Hell,
you,
if we want to be real about it, there's a chance Fury has a
Well-
file in Tony's house. He probably hid the file in there and said, when Steve finds out, if Steve comes to me, I can tell Pepper, grab this file that's right there. This will teach you how to keep Tony calm. I guarantee you, there's probably a fucking file in Tony's house that says shield on that bitch. That has the shit in there.
I can promise you any amount of money, any
Honestly-
storyline pretensions.
Honestly, if
Tony
we're being
would
honest
have
with this
sent-
stuff, though, I don't think Pepper would have actually been able to get on him
Exactly.
at that point.
The
Like,
the level of
considering
up-
where Civil War falls within these movies, they were close. They were very close, but they weren't Iron Man 3 close. You know what I mean? Like, it's this thing of, and also it's what he's being told. Like, she can calm him down from a lot of shit, but I don't think she would have been able to stop him on this one. You know what I mean? It's one of those,
Yeah.
like,
it would have been one of those situations that no matter how you did it, Tony would have had the same reaction because he's an illogical, irrational ass nigga, and that's why he is in the wrong. Because he has never thought a single fucking thing out in the MCU. Ever. That's like his defining trait. He's fucking slow, but so intelligent.
I get that, but in this exact moment, that is the one time I think he is not involved. Because any rational human, it don't matter how, nigga, Stephen Hawking himself, I guarantee you, if his parents' murderer was 5 feet in front of him and he's watching a video of his parents being murdered and finding out your teammate, a nigga you trust with your life, knew about this and didn't tell you, I think any human being would be flooded with emotions.
I would whoop his
which is
ass.
exactly why. Which is exactly why I said Pepper wouldn't be able to stop him at that point.
To be fair, you are right.
Like, the only thing that would have stopped him at that point would have been to put a failsafe in his suit and not have him be able to suit up to fight Cap.
Hey, let's be honest.
You know what I mean?
Tony would have found a way around that shit too.
And
Tony
even then, I don't think that would have stopped him.
He would have found a fucking way. So we can, okay, I think we are at some kind of agreement. I don't think he should have fought these niggas. I agree on that. But I do think Cap should have found a way to address this. Because in this moment, the emotions Tony is feeling, valid. And knowing what he's facing right now, also look at it from Tony's eyes. This didn't become, okay, I trusted Steve. Because remember, Tony knew Steve is going to try to save Bucky. Tony let him do it because Tony's like, I trust Steve. So this turns from Tony siding with Steve to save Bucky to, this is a 2-on-1 handicap now. These two are now my enemies. So Tony feels outnumbered. So again, irrational, he shouldn't have done this. What is the first thing you're thinking? These niggas are probably going to jump me. I don't know if he's going to activate again, because I don't know how he activates, because Tony doesn't know how he activates. I think Steve knows. Steve obviously knows. Tony doesn't. If I'm Tony, I'm thinking, what's stopping this nigga from turning into Winter Soldier one more time to fuck me up now that I know what he did? Okay. So what should I do? I should probably strike first. Should he have done it? No, but I'm pretty sure that's what was going through his head.
It is a normal, rational human emotion to be upset in that time, right? But normal humans wouldn't have had the information Tony has. Because yes, Tony is fully aware of how the Winter Soldier activates. Because it's in S.H.I.E.L.D. files, which he has gone through extensively. The video was also in S.H.I.E.L.D.'s files. He had to deliberately work his way around anything involving his parents for him not to see that. So, rational human thought? Sure, if you're completely blind. But if you've been avoiding videos and evidence from your parents and everything that wasn't directly labeled, hey, Tony, I want to give this to you, then that's your fucking fault.
Well, no, because even then, still, because remember, in the scene of that movie, Tony wasn't supposed to see that. That was Zemo. Zemo forced that nigga to see it, because Tony's looking at all these screens, and he's like, what is this? Because like you said, he obviously must have been avoiding this, as he should. Zemo is playing this video, and Tony cannot stop it in this scene.
Here's the difference. It's not that as he should have. As one, an Avenger, two, Tony Stark, you should have looked at everything.
I don't know. If I'm told my parents died in a car wreck and I know there could be some funny shit,
here's the thing.
I don't want to see what happened. I do not want to know how my parents actually fucking died,
Exactly.
if obviously I'm about to see the video.
Well, also,
I will live in blissful ignorance
Well,
that
there-
yes, they
yeah,
died in a
well,
car
then
wreck,
there's
whatever.
also-
Then there's also the common sense of if there's a video of his parents dying, then it obviously wasn't just a car crash. Which obviously then tells you, okay, what are they hiding? I need to see this video. I still you cannot convince me Iron Man had a single moment in that
okay,
movie where he
let's
was
make this
corrected.
personal then. Let's look at this from a more personal aspect. If you were in that situation and someone came to you and said, "Hey, the way you thought, the way you thought your parents died is not how they died. There's a full video. Do you want to watch it?" Are you gonna say yes? Honestly,
Yes.
are you gonna sit
I'm
there and
not.
say yes?
No.
Why
That you
would
want
I
to
No,
watch
bro.
your parents die?
Because of the simple fact that
No.
they
No
lied.
rational
that they
human is
had,
going to say yes. Show me how my parents died.
yes, they're gonna be like, yes.
No.
Show
Because
me.
now you're having to
Tell
go
me
to
the
the
truth.
truth.
Bro,
There is
it's
no-
just
there is
you.
no
It's
human on
just
the face of this
you.
planet that's gonna be like,
Bro, it's just you. All of us.
If
No.
something would have happened to your parents, and they got that shit on video, and somebody said,
but
"Hey,
y'all
you
are gonna
wanna
sit
see
here
this?"
and tell me, y'all are gonna be like, oh yeah, by the way, we lied to you, and y'all gonna be like, oh yeah, that's fine, that's cool. No rational human.
No,
does
but
that.
I don't want to see it happen.
I do not want to see it
No,
happen,
we're
though.
not saying that it's fine. We're just saying we don't want to see the video.
Yes,
Yeah.
we don't want to see
You
it.
aren't
You
going
don't
to
want to have
find
to
out what happened
relive all.
without
Like,
looking
it's
at the
one thing
video.
to make peace with.
Then
your
I'm
parents.
fine with that. I'm fine with that. Because at this point, because Tony's still struggling. At this point, I've somehow found a way to deal with their death. I do not want to fucking relive that. I do not want to open that, bro. Like,
Right.
I don't.
You're
I don't know,
opening,
that
you're
kinda just
reopening
seems-
wounds by doing that.
That kind of just seems like a cowardice way out, because you're not gonna look at the video, you're not gonna see for yourself, knowing that these people lied to you. What are you gonna be like? Oh, then what really
No,
happened?
I'm
Just
not
gonna lie
going
to
to
you
see
again.
for myself how my parents died. I don't
I'm
want
not.
to see that.
If
Yes.
it's
Plus-
because here's the thing. Here's how I can easily fix that
It's
problem
one thing
without
to
looking
know
at it.
your parents
If
died.
I
It's
know
a
for a
whole
fact
nother
they
thing
lied
have
to me,
watch it.
I don't have to watch it. You know what I can do? My suit is recording all of this. I'm going back to Shield. I'm going back to Fury. You know I have access to all your files. I'm not going to watch this video, but tell me what the fuck actually happened, or I'm leaking all this shit. I am not going to put myself through trauma watching that video, but you are going to fucking tell me what happened.
And I guarantee
That's how I solved that.
And I guarantee you, Nick Fury would have let him leak that shit.
Then if that's the case, then I just don't want to fucking know at that point. I'll gladly leak it and then go off.
There's
If you see
there's
some shit
no
like that,
universe where you can sit here and tell me that one, you wouldn't watch the video, because that's like the
I
most
wouldn't.
natural
Well, what?
human.
Okay,
Because-
here's the thing.
Because
What good
if
does
I
it-
watch the
curiosity-
video,
what good does it
if
do
I
you?
watch the video, I
What
become
good
your
does
problem.
it do you? Because your parents are already dead. What good does it do you? Exactly. What good does it do?
Because the way I
you
see
to
it,
have to
if I
sit
watch
there
the video,
and force yourself
if
to
I
watch your
watch that
parents
video
die in
knowing
front
you
of
lied to me,
like
one of
graphically
these
die
bodies in this
front of you.
room is leaving unalive.
but
Whether it's me from killing myself or I'm killing one of y'all
There's
niggas,
nothing.
somebody's not leaving this bitch alive if I watch that video.
Okay.
If I
Here's-
leave here
here's
in
what I would
blissful
say.
ignorance,
And
we
none
can
of that-
address this
and
later.
none
But
of
if I
that's
watch it on the spot, it's over.
I agree with that. I'd
Here's-
rather
here's
not
what I'll
have
say
closure than
To respond
Exactly.
to Aiden's comment,
Thank you, Aiden.
you're dumb. You are
What?
putting yourself through
Bro!
further trauma, not having closure. That's a
No,
redundant statement.
you can have closure without
You are
watching
going
the
to have
video.
more trauma. You're going to be in worse state. All of that shit, not having closure. So you watch the video. You find out for yourself. You see it with your own eyes, because having someone tell you means nothing.
That's not how trauma works, Zay.
No, bro.
That's
Yes, it
not
is.
how
If
trauma
you're
works.
sitting here,
No.
I
and
guarantee
you don't have,
watch-
you don't have
if you
the final
watch the
page,
actual
you don't have the
graphic
last
video.
missing piece, then you're not gonna. Then it's gonna keep getting worse.
Okay. For
It
a
doesn't-
second, I'm
It
going
doesn't
to
matter
enlighten him
because
for a
you're
second.
having
I'm going to enlighten him for a
watch
second.
Your parents die.
Let's say I do have to do it like this. What support system do I have in that moment? None. Because at this
Yourself.
point, no. What fucking support system am I? I'm about to be an
Yourself?
emotional wreck. I'm about to watch my parents murder. I am not a support system for myself. And if I'm Tony Stark, you just said I'm the most irrational nigga on the earth. I am not a support system. The one nigga I trusted, he's no longer a support system because he knew this happened. He is now an enemy to me because he betrayed me. The nigga next to him is the one who murdered my parents. In this room, I have no support system. Hell, maybe the Black Panther that's out there that I don't know is out there. But in this room, where this video is about to play without my consent and I can't stop it, I have no support system. So if I have to tackle this like you said, I am acting irrationally. After this video plays, somebody better expect this metal-laced hand across their fucking jaw. If I'm being forced to relive this trauma, somebody better live this pain.
That is why he's wrong. I agree with you. It is stupid. It's irrational, but he's wrong. That is the entire point of the movie. That Iron Man is wrong. There's not a single point in that movie where he makes the right choice. There's not a single point in that movie where he understands anything. He doesn't make any. He's wrong the entire movie. Like, this whole thing starts from his guilt, and then the whole thing ends because he can't control him fucking self. He's not in the right ever.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I said, he wrong for the whole Accord shit, but in the way he reacted, if I was in Tony's shoes, I would react the same way. Like,
I'll do you one better. If I was in Tony's shoes, fuck throwing the punch like he did. If I'm watching that video, here's how it's ending. I'm unibeaming this whole fucking room. Nobody gets a chance to swing back at me. There's holes through both their fucking chests. If I have to, Jarvis self-destruct this bitch, nuke us all.
Well, see, and that's my thing is we went from a discussion of whether Tony was right or wrong to be mad about how his parents died, but like we're also talking about like having to physically watch that again. It's one like to be told when you're young, to be told and to spend the majority of your life with the belief that your parents died one way. And then suddenly be told, hey, after you've already made you've come to terms with it, you've set that aside, you've dealt with it, you're good now. Just kidding, we lied. Here's the video, and it's you having to watch your parents. Just for the sake of conversation, you're suddenly having to watch your parents get shot in the forehead. In a very not like even you just see someone standing there and it's happening off screen. You're having to watch all of it. You're having to watch it. All of it.
And it'd be different if it was
now
quick.
You have to deal with that again.
He beat these niggas before shooting him. He beat Howard before shooting him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Like, it'd be different if it was a quick one. But like, I have to watch my father get beat before he getting shot. I cannot. I can't. At least I can't do it and stay a sane nigga.
No normal, rational human being is going to watch that and not lose their shit.
I still
by the end of that video,
rational human thought. I think a rational human watches the videos, absorbs the information.
I mean, this is also coming from the guy who doesn't believe that childhood trauma exists, though. So
we're not talking about that because I still thoroughly believe I'm right. But
bro, that
not conversation.
Bro, I to me, it's the opposite. It's a psycho thought if you can watch that and feel nothing. Because to me, that's some Jeffrey Dahmer type shit.
Oh yeah, that's actually 100% psycho
intelligence. I don't think
emotional intelligence would be to react properly in that moment. Bro, I'm not joking. 100%. Like, this is documented, like, tested, scientific proof. Case studies. No, there are case studies. People who don't show emotion to that kind of stuff, that's actual psychopath behavior. That is serial killer behavior.
It's not showing emotion.
I'm not joking.
It's having control over your emotions.
There is no way, Zay. You cannot tell me that you can watch a video of your parents getting shot in the face and just have emotional control and not do anything about it?
If my
'Cause-
parents have been dead for 30 plus years, absolutely.
You're just gonna sit there. Oh, cool.
Bro,
My parents have been dead for 30 plus years.
Then what's the point of
And-
watching the fucking video? Why would you even? So then why did you need to watch the video?
To get the truth, to know the truth, to see
At
it
that
firsthand.
point-
There was no reason.
why do I need to watch the video to
You
get
would-
that truth in? They can just tell me what
because
happened.
there's no other way to get it.
Yes, there is. If this video exists, that means S.H.I.E.L.D. has it because Hydra's been defeated at this point, and S.H.I.E.L.D. has this because Cap saw this video before Tony saw it, meaning S.H.I.E.L.D. has this video. Meaning, I guarantee you, Nick Fury saw this. You can tell me what happened. I don't have to watch this video because there is no way I am watching this video and me not reacting afterwards.
Okay, you sit here and you're like, okay, tell me what happened. You will not get the entire story as opposed to just watching the damn video. You are going
Who
to
the
get a
fuck cares
third,
about the entire
fourth-hand
story?
account.
You just said yourself. You just said yourself that if your parents have been dead for 30 years, it's not going to affect you either way. So who the fuck cares what the truth is? What does it matter to you if it's not going to affect you?
You
at
should
the end
care
of
what
the
the
day?
truth is. I didn't say it wouldn't affect me either way. I said I wouldn't.
Okay, but that's
have
what I'm saying.
the outburst of emotion someone else would because
But
it's been
how?
30 plus years and I'm just getting the truth.
But how? We're assuming we haven't lived through
But you're
this
not
shit. We're
just getting the
assuming we
truth.
would
That's
act
just
like
it.
this.
You're not just
Because
getting the truth.
how would you even train yourself to have that level of emotional intelligence? There's a difference between me watching my puppy die and me watching my parents get brutally murdered with their murderer standing in front of me. There's a complete fucking difference right there that you cannot prepare yourself for no matter what. Because how the fuck do you prepare yourself for that?
You can prepare yourself for anything if you're like aware of what the fuck you're about to see. You're going into this. This is a separate. We're not talking directly with the Iron Man video because
How are you going to be aware of?
You are aware you're about to watch a video of your parents getting murdered. From that point on,
No, he was not aware.
You are fully
No.
aware.
He wasn't aware. The video was shown to him without his consent. He was not aware.
I'm answering a separate question. Weaver had asked me directly for me in a separate scenario. If the option of
Yeah.
you got lied to,
I'm
wanna see the video? Yes.
I'm taking all of the MCU shit out of this. I'm making this a very personal question. If someone sits you down, even if they tell you, if they point blank tell you, hey, this video, you thought your parents died in a car crash, but actually they got shot violently, and I'm gonna show you the video. You're telling me that you can sit there and look at this video, watch your parents get shot, not off screen, point blank, shot in the face, violently, head explosion, and not do anything, and just sit there.
What
You're
the
lying.
floor next to you?
100%, you're lying.
I think you're lying, bro.
I don't care. You're
It's-
lying.
You are aware of what you're seeing.
That's some Andrew
You are-
Tate
Bro.
fucking bullshit.
You are
Listen.
fully aware. It's the same. It's the same way as
It
when
doesn't
someone used to,
matter.
when you're a kid. Like I don't know if y'all experience this. When you're a kid and when your friend walks up to you, like, bro, you want to see this video of this dude getting his head shot off, and they just shove it in your face. You heard what he said. You know what's in your face. The reaction is not going to be there. You might be like, oh, what the fuck? But that's about it.
Well, that's different. You have no emotional attachment to that person. It's a stranger.
We're also talking about someone who's been dead for 30 years. There's no
Right.
more emotional attachment. I
It's
should have been over
completely
it.
different.
What?
To have an emotional attachment.
No,
That's
fuck all that. No, if there's no emotional attachment to this person who's your family member after 30 years, then there was no true love there at all.
It's
If you're telling me
been
after 30 years of my
years.
parents being dead, I don't still have emotional attachment, then either them niggas abused me as a kid or I just didn't truly fucking love them.
It's
Because
been
ain't no
30
fucking
years.
way. It
There's
doesn't
a
matter
level
how
of-
long
there's
it's
a
been.
level of moving on in life.
Bro, it does not matter how long it's been. My great grandmother's
You let
been
go.
dead
It doesn't
almost
matter. That's
20
just
years,
it,
and
though.
I
There's a
still
difference.
tear
Let
up
go.
thinking
That's
about
just
it.
it.
Ain't no way, bro.
That's
Just
just
let it
it,
go.
though. That's
Maybe
what
that's
I'm
just me.
saying. It's one
I
thing
have
to
no.
move on after 30 years of being dead. It's one thing. It's one thing for them to be dead and move on. It's a whole nother thing to have to, after 30 years of letting it go, to watch it
Relive that
happen.
shit.
Yeah,
Bro, I
because
think it is
That's
just you.
completely different.
It
Because
might just
everyone
be
in the
you, but they
comments
know
is
that.
against you. I
It's like,
think it's
maybe
just
it is.
you.
Maybe it is
You
just
ask
me.
100
I have
people.
no
You could
problem,
ask
or I
100
have no
people,
struggle
and
emotionally
every single one of them
disconnecting
would.
from
Bro.
There ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
Bro, I think you might have to take
That
Steven's
I'm
title
sorry.
of
That
takes,
is
bro.
serial killer
'Cause
behavior.
God
That is serial
it.
killer
These aren't
behavior.
bad takes. It's just I have
Bro,
no issue
no,
disconnecting from it.
this was nuclear level, bro.
What?
I don't.
Bro,
I don't. I
the
don't think it's that
chat
crazy.
during this whole
Absolutely.
thing. Oh my god, the chat. Jay popped up in here at some fucking point, and I didn't even notice it, bro. This, bro.
Bro,
What
it's
the?
like it's been
Hey,
30 years. I feel like after 30 years, there has to be some level of
oh
okay,
my
they're
god.
dead.
Look, I'm about to switch the subject up. I'm gonna say this before we switch it. If I'm Tony in that
Right,
point,
but that's what I'm
I
saying.
wouldn't have done what Tony did. I'll tell you this. Tony blasted a nigga. I wouldn't have blasted him. That unibeam's going right through his forehead. He's not getting a chance to respond back. That nigga's gone. First shot. Ain't
So
no
y'all
fucking
are
way.
really telling me after 30 years, y'all aren't just like, oh, they're dead. Okay,
Correct. Correct.
Yes.
Here's
that
the thing.
is
This is the thing.
that's weird.
After
That
30,
is weird to me.
if
Honestly,
it's
that's weird to me.
all right, look, this is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. This is what I'll say. You're not wrong on that part. To say my parents have been dead for 30 years, I've moved on. Yes, that's acceptable. What's not acceptable is to tell us that after those 30 years, you then have to watch your parents get shot in the face and it's not going to affect you.
Jay confused as fuck.
Okay, well,
You're
because
not
then
going to have to
if
suddenly
you've
start
moved on,
over.
if you moved on, there's no reason
That's
to
what we're
be
saying.
attached to it. You have no reason. There should. It's just seeing
Your
a
reason to be
video.
attached
you
to
know
it
it's
is it's your
happening,
parents. It's your
and it's not.
family.
It's not the. And also,
No,
it is
it's
not the
not
complete
just seeing a video. It's
is
not
not the
just a
complete
video. It is your
lack of
parents.
emotion. I think that's
It
what
is
y'all are
your
missing. It is
family.
not
It
a
is your
complete
blood.
lack of emotion. It is the understanding of what I'm gonna see, so I don't need to show emotion. I don't need to express it. I can just be like, oh, damn, that's fucking crazy.
Bro, even
And
then
move.
I couldn't. Even then I couldn't. You could get the best actor on the fucking world, and I guarantee you, even then they couldn't.
They're not that good of an actor.
Bro,
What?
bro.
I don't know. I really don't see how in any universe what Tony did made any sense.
Oh. Yes. Man.
Aiden
Well,
thinks you
now
take
this is
Steven's
becoming
title.
a
Aiden
therapy
thinks you take
session, I
Steven's
guess.
title. Oh my god.
Yeah, let's change the subject. 'Cause holy shit. Oh god.
I mean, at least Steven would at least Steven would be emotionally attached to his parents still.
Let's be
I
honest.
didn't say there was
Let's
a
be
lack
honest,
of
bro.
emotion. It's just having the foresight to be like, I know what I'm gonna see. If you know what you're gonna see, there's nothing that can shock you about it.
Let's be honest. That nigga Steven would only feel that way about
Doesn't
YBC Duel.
if you know
Let's
what
be
you're going to
honest.
see and it's somebody you don't know, yes. Like if you it's one thing when it's a video of someone you don't know. Yes. You can look at it and not react like, "Oh damn." It's a whole different scenario when it's someone that is like your family, your blood. You know what I mean? Like, okay, hold on. I'm going to make this even more personal. Okay? It's
How
not
much
your
more
parents.
personal can we
It's not a
get?
video
God
of you.
damn.
Yeah.
God damn.
It's a video. It's a video of is it your little cousin that hangs out with you all the time?
Nephew.
Nephew.
Switch that. Put him in there. Nephew. Put your nephew in that video.
I think even then we still
You
can't.
telling me that if it was your nephew,
Because
you wouldn't go off?
here's the difference, though. He's basing off of 30 years. Weaver, you're the only one over 30. But even then, if someone in your life, if one of your parents died when you were
Hell,
one,
20 years,
so
honestly.
30 years
10,
now,
5.
you still wouldn't like your memory of that. You wouldn't be able to process that memory until about 4 or 5. So even then, you're still not at 30 years of this. So the 30 years thing, if we find someone who lost a parent 30 years ago and vividly remembers it, they have a better knowledge of this.
I'll put it to you this way. I don't know my dad. I've never known the man. Don't know his name. Don't know who he is. But I guarantee you, if someone came to me and told me that he died and told me I had to watch a video of him getting shot in the face, that's gonna fuck me up.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I would watch that bitch with glee. I would share it. I would make stitches in reaction to that shit. All type.
I don't know about Glee, but I was about to take his side on that. If it's my sperm donor, am I gonna watch it? I'm gonna still cringe. Watching it. But in that point, I'm not feeling any emotional attachment. Mainly because I don't consider him a parent. Now, if it's my stepdad who raised me,
a human. I'm going to laugh at that video.
Oh my god!
I'm going to have the most joyous time of my life with that fucking video.
I'm not gonna lie. Some parents do invoke that reaction.
I guess that's just the.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It might be because some parents do invoke that reaction.
I've never seen my dad. I've never spoken with my dad, so I have zero emotional attachment to that. I would watch that bitch like it's a skit.
Deontay, I don't know, because I've told the story before. Last time I saw my birth dad was like I think a few months ago. Ran into this nigga in the mall. For a second, I didn't even know who he was until I looked at his face for a hot second. If someone called me up right now and said he died, I would not feel sad, because in my mind, he did not raise me. That is not my father. That was a temporary ATM for my mom to help raise me. My father is named Tava Joe. He is currently at home laying down, getting ready to wake up for work in a couple hours. The person y'all just called me and said died, I feel sorry for the family who knew him, but to me, I have no emotional attachment to this man, besides being an ATM when he should have been a father. But Glee, nah, nigga, you lost me with that one. I can't even laugh at it, bro.
Bro, no, like I truthfully feel
that's
very
the issue that I
strongly
have,
about-
though, because I myself am an empath. So it doesn't matter. Like, knowing that it's someone like I said, don't know him, don't know my dad, don't know his name, but I know that I came from it. So something, part of him is somewhere in me, somewhere, right? That's going to affect. Like, you tell me he died, it's going to affect me. Am I going to be like crying my eyes out, like depressed out of my mind? Probably not. But am I going to be upset for a couple hours? Yes, probably. So I mean,
I think that is the empath in you. I'm about to switch it up before we switch subject, because off of that, I would be upset for a couple hours. Not for the reason you think.
Turn this into a
I'd be upset because of the amount of niggas on Facebook that will be messaging me, I'm sorry about your dad, bro. Just for me to be like, me and my 9 other half siblings barely knew that nigga. I think I told Zay about this. I didn't, bro. My half sister, like she had somewhat of a relationship with this nigga. Like a month ago, she like put on Facebook where it's public. Imagine not telling your daughter happy birthday on her birthday. Imagine having 9 other kids and not taking care of them. I was like,
damn.
I texted my mom. I said, oh my God. was like, bro.
9 kids is wild.
Bro, that's why I was like, I can't, bro. I was like, this
I'm
man
reading the
has.
chat.
That's my brother. Fuck, ignore him. We're supposed to be playing games right now while I'm streaming, but we got into this while they were working on this shit. But how would Batman feel in this situation? Let's ask that question.
Oh, he would snap. He would snap.
See, that's why I disagree. I think he's the nigga that Zay is thinking of. I think Batman would. I think a Peter Parker would snap.
I think if we put Batman in
Again,
Iron Man's shoes,
you have to then it has to depends on. It depends on which universe you're pulling them from, because several versions of Peter have shown immense amounts of restraint. Obviously our main Peter Parker, our main Spider-Man in 616 and like things like that. Because Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, like the plot point is him going after the thug that killed Ben. And like wanting to throw him off a rooftop, but he doesn't. So it all depends on if he's got those, that support system to rein him back in at the last minute. Hell, this most recent in No Way Home, Tom Holland's Spider-Man was ready to strike Norman Osborn down with his glider, and he hesitated, right? So it's that kind of thing. Like they have those they show just the tiniest bit of restraint, but then you get like I can't think of what actual universe he's from, but the Peter Parker I was talking about that is the Amazing Spider and becomes Ghost Spider. Like Amazing Spider 100% would just say fuck it and kill everyone in the room, and show no remorse for it at all. Same with Batman. It all depends on which Batman we're talking about.
I think no matter what Batman we're talking
Because
about,
there are a couple of different.
I think we get a very
I
similar
disagree.
situation.
I disagree
with Iron
because Bruce has been able to show restraint. Bruce Wayne has watched his parents die in front of him and still manages to keep his no killing rule. However, you have
but he keeps it on by
in other universes where
if
yes, but
they
he
told
keeps it.
if they told
is what
him,
I'm
hey,
saying.
what you've seen as a
Point
child
blank, he
isn't
keeps
what really happened, giving him the exact same scenario, putting Batman in Iron Man's shoes, right? If they told Bruce,
well, I mean,
hey,
he was
we know
there.
you've seen it as a kid, but that's not what happened. Here's what actually happened. 1, Batman's watching the video. 2, Batman's losing his shit and killing everyone in Gotham.
Well, here's the thing. Batman, just in general, is more and faster thinking than Tony Stark. Batman would have already seen the video before they ever even thought to show it to him. He already would have taken care of it because he would have had a contingency plan in place once they found out about the video and came to him to tell him about it. Also, he would know that they're full of shit because, like I said, he was a child. It was not he saw a video as a child. He was standing there.
I know.
So there's no way. There's no possible way for them to show him a video of something else happening.
We're talking about DC.
Exactly.
They're still away.
Wait, this has happened. I just remember this shit happened in the games. This nigga literally recreated his parents' death. I just remembered this shit. He literally pieced it together. This nigga literally did this.
Yeah.
This nigga's a psycho. He's a psycho.
Arkham City, he did that shit.
But also,
And,
my
and
thing,
he showed no emotion.
my thing, right? But my thing is, Batman also
I'm playing
wouldn't
this shit
just
all in my head.
Bruce Wayne's Batman could redo all of that and be fine and not feel the need to snap on anybody other than to throw them in Arkham.
I thought you were going to say throw him
Whereas,
through a wall. I was going to say he does
if
that to
you
niggas a
go-
lot.
if you go a little farther line to when Damian Wayne becomes Batman,
Oh,
then
gone.
you have a whole different fucked up scenario.
I don't know. I still thoroughly believe
I mean,
Bruce Wayne
mainly
is
because
such a
Damian Wayne as Batman eventually becomes a whole living city.
yeah.
So he's just fucking everywhere.
Bruce Wayne, yes, he would react sensibly. But yeah, I think Damian
I
Wayne. that
disagree.
nigga-
I think he's right with Damian would snap.
Yeah, yeah. Bruce would
But I
be
think,
the
like
sensible one.
father, like son, Bruce is snapping. As
You think
well.
Bruce is gonna snap?
Yes, Bruce is hanging on by a thread. If you told him, right, that yes, what he's seen with his eyes wasn't real, and then he was like, here's a recreation of what actually happened. Here's what you've seen. Here's what actually happened. Bruce is killing everyone in Gotham, including Damian.
Damn! Wait,
I
damn!
disagree with
Damn.
that. He's gonna kill
Damn!
the
You
He's
you
gonna go
had
after the
me
guys that
for a
did it. He's not killing
second.
everyone.
I was like, you
No,
had me
Bruce
for a
is not,
second.
Bruce
I
is
mean
not
that
killing everyone.
wholeheartedly. He is gonna go through Gotham on a killing spree because Gotham don't really have any real villains. Let's be so fucking for real. His villains are fucking scrubs.
They're
Villains are
mental illnesses.
Like Batman decides, you know what? I'm done. I'm killing these niggas. No one in Gotham survives. No one. Damian gives him a run for his money, but he'll end
Oh,
up
you're
killing
talking about
Damian
villain.
too.
Nigga, I thought you meant like regular citizens. I was like, why are they catching the heat? What did they do? But you mean the villains? Okay.
Spent half of his life raised by the assassins.
Yeah.
But why
he's
is
gonna-
Damien catching the heat? Oh, because I mean, if Damien tries to stop him, then yeah.
At some point, Damian will try to stop him.
Stop
Also,
him,
because
yeah.
I do believe after he gets through the villains, he's gonna start killing civilians for crimes.
I think if that is the case, Joker would have to be the final villain he kills. 'Cause
I think
if he
Joker's
gets
first.
to the point,
There's no
Wow.
fucking way Joker's last. Joker's first.
If
He's gonna watch
Joker's
that video,
first-
he's gonna be like,
Well, see,
okay,
here's the thing.
bet.
Here's the
And he's
thing.
going straight
I
to
think-
Joker.
if Joker's the one who showed it to him and Joker's the first one, then yeah, I agree with you. Nobody's fucking safe. You better call Superman. Even then, that nigga might not be safe. I don't know.
I mean, the closest thing we have to this is the Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah.
And even he is kind of light, like he's even kind of held himself back a couple of times. So
That's because you have writers at DC who want to eat Batman dick so much they don't know how to write a good story. So they like to put it on it.
God. Damn.
Batman, Aiden, Batman probably pisses Kryptonite. Let's be honest. That nigga probably found a way. I can see him just pissing on Superman's leg, be like, fuck you, bitch. Weak ass
I
nigga.
still think. Oh well, Batman always has kryptonite.
I mean,
with him.
well,
It's the stupidest
he's-
excuse ever because he's a fucking human. There is no reason he should be even able to touch his utility belt to get that kryptonite. That works one time when Superman has no clue he has kryptonite. After that, it's done. It's never gonna work again.
Kryptonite
'cause
doesn't
as soon as
affect
he-
humans, though.
No, we're saying if Superman falls for that shit more than once,
He just has
nigga
be in
deserves to get
proximity.
defeated. He
he's
deserves to
not
get
gonna
defeated.
fall for it. Logically, he doesn't fall for it more than once because
Well,
he's
yeah.
going to know exactly what
He
he's
falls
reaching
for
if
it
they're in
every
battle.
time. What
Because
do you
that
That's
nigga is
because, like I
dumb.
said-
He is dumb.
Like I said,
He falls for it
writers
every
at
time.
DC are slurping so much Batman dick they can't write a good story.
Because he puts
They
it.
haven't wrote a good story in forever.
Well, it's also not a matter of him just keeping a chunk of it in his belt. He doesn't just keep a chunk of it in his belt. He laces his weapons with it. Like he builds weapons designed around holding kryptonite.
Yes,
So
so that is
pretty
an
much
entirely
anything.
separate
Like he
suit
just
that
has
is
to
in the
be
Batcave.
in the same room as Superman, and it fucks him up.
That is an entirely separate suit that's in the Batcave for that exact reason and can't be around Superman at all. But even then, he has to go get that suit. He's not going to ever have the chance to go get that suit if he's in a fight with Superman. Let's be so fucking for real. He won't even be able to reach for that chunk in his waistband more than once because Superman's going to blow his fucking head off. It's not close. Batman should never win any fights ever
you'd only
against
have to
anyone
reach
who
for
has
it
even the
once.
slightest amount of powers.
Well, and that goes into the whole prep time conversation.
Yeah, y'all
which
are-
I feel like
Y'all are
if
striking chords.
First of all,
we can't
we
really
gotta
have
stop
that
giving this nigga
unless
prep
we
time.
invite King Lion
We
into
gotta
this shit.
stop giving him prep time, bro. Because next thing you know, with prep time, Batman can reset the universe, become. Well, nope, it's happened. Never mind. Just remember, this nigga actually did basically fucking become God.
Like I say, bro.
Can we stop giving Batman
Yep.
prep time? Let's start a
He's not
petition,
a
bro.
good character. Batman's
Like-
not even a hero. He's not interesting. He's not
All-
good. He hasn't had a
Look,
good story
all-
be told in years.
All I want, since we were talking about Batman pissing kryptonite, I just want it in my own headcanon. I want it to be pink kryptonite. I want. No, he really does.
Happy Pride Month, bitch.
Like, just the idea that Batman just to
Can this nigga
irritate
play
Superman,
golf
just
or
to
something?
piss off
Like, damn.
Superman,
Like,
like
you don't ever
every
want to play
couple of
golf or
days.
some shit, nigga? Damn.
He just like slips some pink kryptonite into Superman's suit when he's not looking, just like, haha, you're gay.
You're gay, yes.
But yeah, I don't know. Y'all are striking some chord tonight. The Captain America and Iron Man
Because for
argument
those
is
that
one.
don't know, for anyone that doesn't know, pink kryptonite turns Kryptonians gay.
Which is so fucking wild, bro.
That's crazy.
Y'all had the Iron Man
so
argument,
they
which
did-
has
so
been a
originally,
chord for me for
that's-
years.
Somebody teach this nigga how to play tennis or something. Like, god damn, bro. Get a hobby. How do I kill mentally ill without killing
Nah.
he's
him?
not even.
Nah, tell
He's
him.
not even just going after Superman. He has
going after
contingency plans for
everyone.
everybody. He's got contingency.
When they confront this nigga about it, it is the
Every
funniest
single
shit
person.
ever.
I'm
You
telling
have plans on how to defeat us? Yes. And if you don't have one on how to defeat me, you're dumb.
Yeah.
He said this shit word for word.
They don't need one. That's the
Be
crazy
funny
part.
shit.
They don't need one. No one needs a plan to be Batman. You just throw the fucking hands.
I don't know about that. I'm not throwing hands. No, that's where I disagree. This nigga trained with assassins for years. If it's one thing this nigga got, it's hands.
Yeah, but that's really it. What hands
Bruce
is he gonna
trained
throw
with
with the
the League
Flash?
of Assassins.
Let's be so. What hands is he gonna throw with the Flash?
He's done it before.
He's not fast enough to hit Flash.
Yeah, he has done it before. He has
It's
hit
just
Flash
flat out.
before.
It's not. Again, we are talking about DC writers who suck so much dick. It's ridiculous. We are not talking about how they write Batman. We're talking
I'm
logic.
almost certain it was a Flash comic that it happened in. So that argument doesn't work.
The entirety
Because I'm
of
pretty
DC,
sure it
and
was
no,
Flash.
it was not a Flash comic. 'Cause I know what scene you're
like,
talking
I'll
about.
go back and
It's
do the
a
research.
Batman comic. I know what you're talking about. It is a Batman comic.
So,
It's a Batman comic or it's a Justice League comic. Because even if
I mean, if it's a Justice
there's-
League comic, that's not like
the
explicitly
same
a
people,
Batman. So
the entirety of DC's writing staff, there's no one on that staff who doesn't eat Batman dick. There's no one. There's not anyone who works at the company of Detective Comics that ain't got a fat ass load of Bruce Wayne in their mouth.
God damn. Remember,
Man
it's not
fell
just
out
Bruce
of a
Wayne.
fucking plane and walked away. They don't know how to write this man other than he's a human, but he's not. Like, he's fucking trash. He's fucking trash.
Bro, this. All right, you know what? I'm introducing a new segment. Each stream we do this, I'm gonna pick a different hero. I want you to fill the chat with what their search history looks like. First up, Batman. Some of y'all already started, but keep this shit going, cause god damn it, bro.
But like,
What the fuck?
while they do that,
Also, I
I'll
feel like
spew off.
now because of this discussion alone, I feel like we 100% need to watch Holy Musical Batman.
What the fuck did you just say?
'Cause I feel like
Holy
TJ may be the only one that knows about it.
Batman. What the
Yeah, I
hell?
know. What
Wait,
you're
you
talking
don't know about
the
Holy Musical Batman?
Is it a Batman musical?
Deontay, why'd you ask?
It's
Don't do,
so
no,
good.
No, Deontay, no.
Yes.
No, bro. Please. Please, bro.
It's called
No.
Holy Musical Batman. It is the best thing ever.
No, my brother just sent me a Batman search
So
history.
good.
He said top of Batman search is therapy and why don't
Oh,
people
no.
adopt rich kids? No, I'll do you one better. How? What's the limit of orphans I can adopt in Gotham?
Why does Catwoman always caress my skin?
God damn it, bro. This. Oh my god.
Still,
I feel like there's also just that one. It's just
My sister said, "Why do I talk like a fuck boy?" Is one of his search history.
Why do I talk like a fuckboy?
Bro. Oh, fuck, bro. Is it
And
common
then
for
there's
rich
you
kids
also
to
have
be
to
raised
remember
by
his,
the
his
butler?
Amazon cart is probably full of like, black makeup, eye makeup.
Oh, for real. Why my Batmobile always getting fucked up? Cause thinking you be fighting tanks with that bitch. That's why. Dodge pulls from a hitman that doesn't miss.
Wow.
Oh,
So Spider-Man.
But yeah, no. The reason I was saying that we definitely at some point need to just do a watch along with Holy Musical Batman is mainly just because that whole even so it has no ties to it, but they spend the entire time shitting on Batman, like a whole section of the show because Superman shows up.
What?
Speaking of, because that just made me think of it, bro.
Yeah.
There's this one creator on TikTok. His name is King Stick. Please, y'all need to watch his videos. Because when he does the little green screen eyes and mouth, he as Batman just roasts everybody, bro. They'll come and be like, Batman, you were late for the meeting. He'll be like, sorry, I was fucking Lois Lane. And they'll be like, damn, god damn. And he just starts roasting the fuck out these niggas, bro. It is the funniest shit ever.
I mean, do you remember your Batman videos?
Which one?
Did you ever see those? All the College Humor ones.
I
Like
saw
the
some of
one
them.
where the Riddler has they're tied up and he's like he starts doing the riddles and shit. And he's like says something about a bat and Batman's just like, I'm a bat.
What?
Bro, I fucking love this shit. Oh my god.
But see, also that how to hide your identity one, that's gonna come up when somebody finally does Superman's search history, but it's just going to be how to set an appointment at Lens Crafters.
No, what is Lens Crafters? Oh gosh.
We're talking.
Get out.
Yeah, Sammy's here. Everyone
God.
behave.
Hey, get rid of your assassin, baby mama.
Ooh, I got one hell of a one.
we both about to cook.
What?
Yes.
The answer is yes,
we know
though.
she did.
It's yes.
If we want to
I
get
think
technical,
this is a good one. I think this is a good one too.
How does
How does Mr. Freeze's dick not fall off?
I mean,
I'd be in that Batcave like,
I mean, heated codpiece.
Right.
Like Batman already knows that. He gave him the advice.
how about for what Amazon and Daddy?
yo. That nigga Shelby used that tire to go.
I'm surprised no one's suggested a WebMD search for how to fix my.
I got
back.
one. I'm about to really get deep with this one because Are you ready?
Yeah.
You can't tell me this is not in his search. You cannot tell me he ain't searched it at least once.
I mean, hey.
If not him, Nightwing definitely has. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about.
I saw the
Nigga,
movie.
Nightwing was doing it as a teenager.
I saw the movie.
Oh God.
Okay.
I left
Got
you
one
in the
more.
chat for the WebMD.
Well, it's not-
My back hurt. My friend's daughter legally.
legally.
What the fuck? Bro. Oh, I got another one. You got another one?
Yeah.
Oh.
WebMD search for why does my back hurt? Nigga, put it in the chat, not the private chat.
That shit was so funny, bro.
I
How do I
can't.
tell my friend?
I put it in the private chat because I can't put it in without logging in.
Oh shit.
Bro.
Yeah, you can if you click it for the thing, it should say post comment.
Yeah, he can since he has access to the StreamYard. He can.
I'm not logged into that one.
I got my friends. Yeah.
Yes, but I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Damn. How do I tell my friend I let his daughter get shot?
My brother said, "How do I tell him I got my friend's daughter paralyzed?
Ooh.
What do I do?" Wait, Zay, this one's specifically for you. After watching Across the Spider-Verse,
Where you gonna put? Kill a woman that controls plants. Still get pregnant. What?
Yes, because she's still a woman.
Zay,
not a
tell me
man.
I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Is he wrong though? Is he wrong
I
though?
hate you. Why you doing that, Ben Riley? Respect Ben Riley.
Despair. Hey yo.
Hey yo.
But can she?
I mean, I think so.
For research
Yes,
purposes.
because
of
she's
course.
not a plant.
Research.
She got plant powers.
Yes.
So that would lead
This
into
was
this
actually a
question
discussion
next.
that was had. I was gonna say technically that topic kind of came up, like the idea of poison ivy being a plant or not came up in an episode of Actually, where she was listed as a plant-based
You'll find
being,
people who love
and someone
herself.
corrected them.
How much poison? How do I tell this Spider-Man? Damn, he's an anomaly.
Bro, if we're doing Spider-Man now. Oh my god.
Oh, don't get me started on fucking Spider-Man.
Oh god.
It's just a Reddit post. I found some sticky substance inside my suit, and I don't know where it came from.
Oh.
Hey, what? Yo, Corbin, whoa.
This is true. This is true though. This is true. Every fucking damn near every comic, Peter's like, I gotta get up in that shit. God damn. I gotta get up in it.
He won it back.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
I mean, can't blame him.
Now read Corbin's comment. That's wow.
The answer, you don't. She now has cancer and is going to die.
Damn.
True story, actually.
Spider-Man. Did we discuss Spider-Verse?
You know, it's funny. There's another Reddit post that Spider-Man definitely posted, though. It's, am I the asshole for killing my best friend's dad and not telling him about it?
Wow. Wow.
Damn.
That's all right. What?
What?
Facebook.
Wait, what?
Yo.
What? What?
Yo.
I mean, what?
Yes.
I mean, technically, yes. However, you might get stuck.
Yeah, you might get stuck.
Start glitching.
Now that baby gonna be born glitching.
Just a little Easter egg.
Oh, so that's how Penelope Pitstop was born. Gotcha.
Penelope Pitstop.
The fuck is Doctor Strange and what is Comic-Con?
Oh my lord.
Definitely in Miles' search history. Oh my god. So speaking of overrated shit, who's your most, besides Batman, who's your most overrated superhero?
Ooh. I'd say Hawkeye.
Huh.
I don't know about
All he does is
overrated,
shoot
but I
arrows.
can tell you the most. I can tell you the single most underrated superhero, at least in Marvel comics. He's one of the X-Men. He's called
I'm
Forget Me.
scared. I know exactly what you're talking about too.
No, you don't,
I don't remember him.
because as soon as you forget about him,
It's true.
if you're not looking at him, you have no idea who he is. That's
The
his
amount
whole,
of crimes
his whole superpower.
I would
is you
commit.
Forget him. Yeah, you forget all about him as soon as you, like, the
have
second
you
you
seen
looked
that
away
movie?
from him.
Have you seen that movie?
Hey, Auntie.
I was gonna say that only works for MCU Spider-Man.
Yeah. Zay, what about you? Most overrated besides Batman?
Comic book hero.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Uh, Probably Doctor Fate.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
But I feel like they give him a lot of credit. At least in DC, they give him a lot of credit, and I don't feel like he really does shit. For Marvel,
Because he doesn't do anything.
yeah, he doesn't do anything, bro.
I'm gonna say, what does this nigga really do?
Nothing.
He
Yeah,
sits in a
not
tower
nothing.
waiting for the Lords of Chaos
Where's that
to do something.
Where's the helmet? Hey, at least he's safe.
For Marvel, I think I'm gonna say Carol Danvers.
Oh,
Wow.
Captain Marvel. Oh.
Wow.
Actually,
Okay.
that might actually be kind of valid because she really Carol Danvers, comic book wise, is not even all of
It's
that.
so
Like, I mean,
unimportant.
there's a
Like,
whole nother Captain Marvel before her.
Yes. Who is actually fun
I'm
fact?
glad you said that because it leads into mine for most overrated on DC's side. The former Captain Marvel, who is now referred to as Shazam.
Shazam. I like the Shazam movies.
yeah,
That nigga is overrated to me. He is Superman with one of the Flash's powers. If you ask me, that's all that nigga is. He's Superman. If Clark said, "Barry, let me borrow one of your
kind of
powers real
circled
quick,"
all the way.
wait, what power?
That just circled
Electricity.
all the way back around to the Holy Musical Batman, though, because
I know you did not. I know you did not really just sit here and say that one of the
so
Flash's powers is
because there's a
electricity.
whole bunch of stuff.
The nigga generates lightning. Is that not electricity?
No,
He doesn't generate lightning. The nigga has a Speed Force trail on him. That is not a power.
I'm not just talking comic books. Barry in the TV show generated motherfucking lightning from his hands like a goddamn lightsaber. I still don't forgive them niggas for doing that. But he did that shit.
Okay. It's just the Speed Force, though.
Do they not call it lightning in the show though? They
That
call
was
it
just
lightning.
the easiest way for them to.
I know. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with.
There are a lot of things wrong. There are a lot of things wrong with the TV show The Flash.
There a lot.
Just like there were a
very
lot of
much
things wrong
so.
with Green Arrow. Just like there were a lot of things wrong with Smallville. And you know
It's
why?
just CW in general.
because
It's
they weren't
CW in
Batman
general.
I have seen neither of those shows.
But
I
yeah,
will say
because they
this.
weren't Batman shows.
Shazam
say
is
this,
Shazam is basically Superman
let's
borrowing
make
one
a
of Barry's
Green Arrow
powers.
show about Batman.
Bro, I still think that is a crazy take, but we'll take it.
Which one? The Shazam one or the shows?
Yeah,
It's more
with
just that
Shazam being like the only character in the Justice League that has an actual shot at beating Superman. I think that's a crazy statement.
I know he does. It's just to me like he literally just to me he seems like if
I
Superman
wouldn't even say
was like, let me pick up some some lightning powers real quick.
Well, I mean, to be fair, that's not to say
considering
Superman
that
is the
Shazam was actually
strongest in the group.
like considering he was the character they created and they were like, oh fuck, we just copied two different superheroes by accident. He was essentially a mistake.
I only say him because I don't want to have to. I don't want to say
the
Superman because I know everyone goes with Superman because Superman's overrated as fuck.
He is. Like he's
Fair
not
enough,
even a
so.
strong. He's not the strongest member of the Justice League. He's
Which
not,
is wild.
That is crazy.
because this goes back to my point about Batman and his whole fucking Tower of Babel bullshit.
To go another way.
If
How you
Superman
can bring up
can't,
Batman
if
this time,
Superman
Hold on,
cannot
before
beat
you
a
get to that,
character, Batman doesn't stand a single shot in hell.
we
If
gotta.
Superman is
Aiden,
getting whooped by a character, Batman is
Aiden wants
fucked
to
no
know
matter
what Vince McMahon's search history would be, and we don't want to talk
Oh
about that.
no. I
Wrong
don't.
podcast.
Oh
Let's
well.
Tell my wife I fuck the women on my
Not
staff.
good, I mean, she knows. She watched the show. Pretty sure she was there for most of it.
Yeah. Shit.
Mm.
I mean, but back to what I was saying, right? If Superman is not beating a character, Batman doesn't have a chance in hell. He's not getting close. It's not. So this entire Tower of Babel, he has a way to defeat every member of Justice League. No, that man has a hypothesis if he has 3 to 4 weeks to plan it the fuck out ahead of time, which means he needs an entirely other power of seeing the fucking future. Because otherwise, what is he gonna do if it is 2:52 a.m. and the Flash decides, you know what, I want to be evil? What is he gonna do? He gonna die.
That's just random as fuck. Barry's
whole-
just sitting there, just like,
yeah.
that's it. Let's go.
Yes. However, the
he's
whole
gonna die.
mentality
The Flash
behind
would
the
wipe
whole
out the
mentality
entire
behind
planet before
his
anyone
whole
blinks.
prep time thing. Yes.
Even
However,
with prep time,
here's the thing.
I
The
think
whole
it's
mentality
absolutely
behind the prep time
ridiculous
thing
to give
is
him
that
the edge
he
over
is
becoming a character.
he's already. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
With the whole prep time thing, it's not just don't attack me for like 10 minutes while I think of a way to beat you. It's the fact that Batman he's basically run every possible scenario into his computer of what could happen over the next so many years and has set fail safes in place in order to, like, on the off chance that Flash decided to fuck everybody up, he's got something planned.
And
All
I
he
promise you it won't
To
work.
do is push a button. That's
And it
the
won't
whole.
work.
That's what
There's
the mentality
nothing
is.
he can do.
It probably
Like, what is he
won't.
gonna do?
I'm just saying.
What is he going to do? Launch a bomb into Barry's brain, which is one of the most popular ones that give him short-circuited seizures. That's not going to work because Barry will just vibrate that motherfucker out of his body.
Also, can we talk about how wild that is? Like, let me give this nigga seizures, bro.
Right.
You're a
And
psychopath.
with the idea that it's going to debilitate his speed. With the idea that it's going to debilitate his speed, completely ignoring the fact that the Flash would literally just Speed Force and the bomb would be non-existent. It wouldn't come into the Speed Force with him.
That man needs to go on vacation with his family. Nigga, what family? What family?
Like,
What do you mean?
or the one
He has
from
the Bat
movie.
family.
The one
He has
from
the entire
movie
Bat family.
pissed
I'm
me
not
off the
counting them.
most.
I'm not counting them orphans.
I don't know if y'all have seen like Justice League Doom.
It's not just the orphans.
animated movie.
Man Bat is part of the Bat family.
Fuck Man Bat.
Yeah.
Man, fuck Uncle.
Fuck that nigga, bro. His bum ass adopted kids, and Damien. True family right there.
And they-
Hold up. First off, we respect Dick Grayson over here. Dick Grayson is the best member of the Bat family, the only redeemable member of the Bat family.
Nightwing.
Very true. Very true. Nightwing
Like,
is goated.
Literally,
But
none
y'all
of them,
niggas
none of
think
the other
Nightwing
ones
is
matter.
goated.
No one else matters. Barbara Gordon, trash. Bruce Wayne, trash.
Her legs don't work. Trash.
Wow.
Dick's legs work.
Wow.
Tim Drake. I mean, come on. Tim Drake couldn't even come up with an original name. That
Nigga
nigga was
said
Robin.
Red Robin.
Red Robin. Stupid ass nigga, bro.
Yo, hey, what the hell? Pause, man.
Jason
Hey,
Todd.
yo. Hate it.
Jason Todd is cool. All right, Jason Todd's fine. It's just like the stupidity of DC to be like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna let the fans choose if we're gonna kill this nigga or not.
Because obviously the fans will say no. Kill that
Like, bro, you just got rid of Dick Grayson. Did you really think the fans were gonna be like, yeah, we're rocking with this? No, you just got rid of Dick Grayson.
nigga.
Like he's the second best. He's the second best DC character, bar none. It's Wally West, Dick Grayson, Roy Harper. I will argue with no one.
They did my boy Roy wrong in the Arrow series, by the way. Did him very dirty.
Yeah, they didn't give him the respect he should have, but he got a decent run.
Yeah.
See,
Like towards the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm rocking with this
you
nigga, bro.
also while you did run down most of the Robins, you forgot a couple, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't mention
You forgot
whatever
the female
Kelly
Robins.
was. Yeah, I didn't mention Kelly. I didn't mention the girl who's Huntress. I didn't mention Orphan
Stephanie
or
Brown.
Spoiler. Yeah, I didn't mention any of them because they're irrelevant Robins. Like nobody cares. You ask somebody who's Robin, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, well, there's Dick, there's Barbara, there's Tim, there's Jason."
Barbara
there's
wasn't a
Damien."
Robin.
Well, they consider her a Robin.
Barbara wasn't a Robin.
Did she
She
ever
was
have?
Batgirl.
Did she?
No, they
She never
didn't.
had
She's
a-
Batgirl.
She's a
No,
bad
She was
girl.
only
she's
ever
always-
Batgirl.
She was Batgirl and then Batwoman, but
Yeah.
they consider her a Robin.
Right.
The same way.
No, she's
the-
she's Batgirl and Batwoman. That's how she's part of the Bat family.
Yeah, but we're talking about
She's
casuals
never
who
been
consider
considered
her
a
a Robin. Casuals consider
Casuals?
her a Robin.
I've
yes.
never once heard anyone consider her a Robin.
If you're talking about Robins, they're gonna start being like, "Well, yeah, you had
Even
the
casuals
girl
know her as
Barbara
Batgirl.
Gordon." I'm telling you, they consider her. a
I know
Robin.
her as Oracle.
If they mention
I mean, I know her as
her at all-
Batgirl and Batwoman, but like,
They consider all of Batman's sidekicks
Right, that's what I'm
Robin.
saying.
It doesn't matter.
Try to pull an orange bitch from space. What the
Yeah,
hell?
that's definitely
that's
me
definitely
right
up in there, bro.
But yeah, they refer to all of his sidekicks as Robins.
You're the first person I've ever heard say that. In my
I've
life.
heard it. I've heard it from like
Because his
before-
sidekicks are
before
referred
I
to as the
became a
Bat
comic
family.
book fan.
I've
Before I
heard a
was
couple
even
people
fan-
do it.
Before I was even a fan, I used to hear people being like, "Oh yeah, there's like a bunch of Robins." I was like, "Aren't there
I've
like 4?"
never
Like,
once
no, there's like
until
10 of them.
just now.
Yeah, I've heard a couple. It's the niggas that
Well,
like to
the
think they know
saying
comics,
there's a
but
bunch of Robins. Saying there's a
Yes,
bunch of
there's-
Robins and then saying Barbara Gordon is a different thing. But
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying casuals. They loop all the sidekicks together. Whether it's Huntress, whether it's Orphan,
What?
whether it's Spoiler, Batgirl, Robin, they're all Robins.
that's not
Yeah,
casuals.
there it
Those are
is.
people that don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
Even
but they're still-
casuals have enough respect not to do that.
No. I say casuals in a sense to where they don't care about the source material. They're just here to watch the media. That's what I mean by casual. In the same way, you'll hear someone go, "Oh,
And
yeah,
I'm
you
saying
like
that's
wrestling?"
disrespectful to casuals.
Well, no, I view it like this, right? It is the same way as someone being like, "Oh yeah, I like wrestling. Oh yeah, I watch WWE too, bro. Is that WWE?" And you're watching Ring of Fucking Honor. Is that WWE? It's the same way. They know it's not the same thing, but it might as well be in their minds.
Well, see, and that's the difference between casuals and just assholes.
I have
to
room
me
for more
is-
of these.
Blatantly knowing that the difference and using just a blanket term like that. That's not a casual. That's just someone just being a piece of shit. A casual,
no,
a
because
casual
using-
fan
I
is
would
at
say
least
being-
willing to acknowledge that there's other stuff going on.
No, I think being a piece of shit would be like, "Oh, I'm very stuck up about the way you pronounce it and like the way you." That would be like being a piece of shit, or blatantly not knowing that Robin at all, and you're just like, oh yeah, there's Nightwing and there's Red Hood, and then like just doing stupid shit like that, or being like, Robin's been the same person. What are you talking? Shit like that. That would be being an asshole. Using a blanket term, that's very casual. That's casual behavior. Again, to relate it back to wrestling, it's like someone being like watching a Kenny Omega, or my bad, watching a Ray Phoenix match, hearing the announcers call him Ray Phoenix 1,000 times, and being like,
Hey, that's Rey Mysterio right there, cut.
Yeah, Mysterio's having a great match right now. Like, that's being an asshole. But seeing a Mexican wrestler with a mask and being like, oh shit, is that Rey Mysterio? That's being a casual.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. First time I saw Ray Phoenix, a nigga did think it was Rey Mysterio with a new mask for a second. I really did. Then I was like, ain't no way Ray moving that goddamn fast. With all them knees he be telling us about, ain't no way.
Don't get me started, because I found Ray
again,
Phoenix when Rey Mysterio was still doing the indies. So I thought Rey Mysterio legitimately changed his name.
Yeah, I mean, for like that's what I'm saying. For me, in my definition of it, is a casual is willing to be educated. Like, they know of what we're talking about, but they don't know, like, they're willing, because like I have friends, personal friends, who have watched wrestling years in the past, haven't watched a single bit of it today, but are still like, I'll be like, yeah, man, I'm really into wrestling. I do all this stuff, wrestling related stuff. I'm like, oh damn, is it still like it was back then? Like in the 90s and early 2000s? I'm like, nah, man, it's completely different. We got this, and then they're willing to, somewhat attempt to learn not to call Matt Cardona Zack Ryder anymore. That kind of thing. Or to call Brian Danielson, or Daniel Bryan Danielson, that kind of thing. That's just where I am. Like, that's just how I put it. But because I give casuals a little bit more respect than people who deliberately, like, after you've already explained to them what's going on, they still want to be, ignorant about it.
Very what? Is it supposed to rain? Oh man. Oh, it's not. It's just humid as fuck. Oh, but yeah. So for me, for DC, Shazam. For Marvel, I gotta stop thinking about MCU. I gotta think of all of them. Fuck, I don't know. Overrated. Okay. I think I don't want to call him overrated, but when I'm thinking of another character who can do something like him, I gotta go with the Thing. He's just a Hulk made of rocks.
Pretty much.
At least from what I've seen from the movies. I haven't read a Fantastic Four comic yet. So for all I know, the nigga could shoot rock slides out of his hands. It's just from the movies. He seems like the Hulk made of rocks.
That's giving the Thing way too much credit, because he doesn't even really have.
Oh,
he doesn't have. It really is, because, like, I mean, the Hulk power set alone just, like, makes him. I mean, basically, the Thing is just a dude covered in rocks.
Oh, so he's Braun Strowman
Uh,
made of rocks. Okay.
for the most part. Basically.
Okay,
like-
yeah. So yeah, most overrated. There we go.
Korg. Think like Korg from
Just
Korg from Thor
whoa.
Ragnarok, like has higher skill set than the Thing, for the most part. Like-
I'm about to have a fucking aneurysm. Give me a second.
What happened now? God damn it. Is it him again?
Guess it's him.
God damn it, bro.
Huh?
Bro, this nigga meat rides more than Batman riders. God damn.
I'm confused.
Wait, what do you mean him?
The one you told me about yesterday that was on Phil's dick.
No.
Nigga, how many fucking people do you beef with? God damn, I can't keep track of this shit. God.
Bro, I'm not beefing with you.
It's like a fucking new flavor of the week.
We are disaster, man.
Bro, I am not beefing with anyone right now.
Oh,
I'm
was it
just
the boxer
looking-
nigga?
No. Well, I mean, yeah, they're on my ass too. But I'm gonna sit here and I'm going to read this to you very, very slowly. Okay. Okay, Weaver. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, you fucking bum.
Damn, God damn.
This man sat here and said, "You're giving the Thing too much credit," which is fair. The Hulk has
The Rock has a better skill set than the Thing.
no. Let me stay on here. The Rock. Oh my god, Isaiah.
It's the Rock again.
The Thing. I meant the Hulk has a very large skill set. The man can jump over planets.
Yeah.
You know, crazy man. But like y'all are sitting here acting like the Thing is a scrub. My nigga's immortal.
Oh,
My nigga's indestructible. What are y'all talking about right now?
Well, remember, in the movies, that nigga can go back to human form. It happened once, but you catch him in that one moment. Never happened again. Vic said, "Yeah, I'll help you out real quick."
Well, I mean, he can't do that in the comic.
Yeah.
He's stuck. But yes, my man is immortal.
I mean, what else he got besides immortal? Because there's a lot of niggas in the MCU that can pull that immortal shit. I mean, not MCU, Marvel.
Basically,
He also
every
can't
power
fuck 'cause his
Captain
dick
America
is
has.
solid stone.
The best way to put it was he's Captain America but immortal.
So overrated. Because that nigga's overrated too.
hey, respect Captain America.
Captain America's just a juiced up nigga on steroids, bro. He's Hulk Hogan with extra steroids.
Captain America is the epitomization of what a hero is for Marvel. If your name's not Spider-Man, you're looking at Captain America.
Character-wise, like personality, stand-up guy. But as a superhero, that's just a juiced up Hulk Hogan. Well, no, because Hulk Hogan ain't that agile. Hulk Hogan ain't that agile.
As a superhero, he is the epitomization. Like I said, if your name's not Spider-Man, you're looking at Captain America.
He's
No matter
still
what
overrated.
He's not.
Zay, come on now.
I'm being so dead ass. He's not.
Okay. Wait, so
Also-
how?
Also, hold on, because here's the thing. I just looked this up. The Thing's not 100% immortal. He's not impenetrable because his skin is susceptible to drying out, which means his rock skin can be chipped.
This nigga
away.
gotta put on lotion?
Just leave him out in the sun long enough.
But he's just
can
an ashy
dry,
nigga.
But then he dries, but then he also forms his
Yes.
rock recovers. It's like a snake shedding skin. He's being
Ugh.
facetious.
Oh, that's
And-
worse.
No,
That made
he's
me hate
not.
that nigga even more. He
He's
sheds?
not completely immortal, nor is he completely indestructible. No one is.
John Cena rapping Mike Steel.
Wait, no, because Cap can cut a good promo. Cap can cut it's not Optimus Prime levels, but my nigga can cut a good promo.
We're not going to talk about Optimus Prime's lame ass right now.
Hey, respect Optimus Prime.
Man, fuck that semi truck.
But back to what I was saying, he's not completely immortal, nor is he completely impenetrable, because you have things like adamantium and vibranium that are written to be exactly that. So that they have to give that leeway to have that substance mean what they want it to mean for multiple characters. Outside of that, and outside of magic, it stands.
It wasn't 1883, Aiden. Fuck you. But, I mean, yes. But no. But yes.
Is so crazy.
Of all the years you could I mean, we got treated the same, so I mean, shit, might as well be 1883. Either way, he still had rights.
Also, the idea that
he still had the same rights. He's a straight white man.
The idea
It's
that
fine.
John Cena would, the idea of John Cena and Cap doing a promo, like doing a promo battle. John Cena spits a whole bunch of shit on him, and Cap just goes, "I can do this all day."
I'd change the channel. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this Buster.
But back to answering my question for TJ over here, how is he not overrated?
Yes.
Okay, one. People they go, "Oh, he got the super soldier serum and that's it." You're completely ignoring the fact that everything about what makes Steve Rogers a hero was present before the serum. The idea of the serum is that the serum amplifies what is already there. Steve was a hero. No matter what, you could have threw a trash can and a paper bag at that nigga, and he would have been fighting the Chitauri. His endurance is incredible. His agility is incredible. His fighting skills are incredible. His combat IQ, his defensive IQ. There's so many factors that make Captain America one of the best characters in Marvel. Like I said, if your name's not Spider-Man, you're looking at Captain Marvel, because there's no other perfect idealization of what a superhero is.
See, overrated. You just said Captain Marvel instead of Captain America. You just said if your name's not Spider-Man. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. You said if your name's not Spider-Man, you're looking at Captain Marvel. See, because that nigga's overrated. You just described a military nigga with steroids. That's what you just described. You described an admiral in the army on steroids. High endurance.
You are
no, bro. You just described a military admiral on steroids.
No, because military admirals are crooked. They're self-serving.
Okay, let's say there's a perfect one that isn't. That's just Steve Rogers.
Opposite of what a fucking Captain America would be.
Steve Rogers is just the perfect military dude. That's it.
No, he's the perfect human.
There's no such thing as a perfect human. MCU improved that.
Nigga.
Bro, the nigga did shady shit in the MCU. He ain't perfect.
He didn't do anything shady, because we're not getting back on this topic. Everything he did was perfectly valid and make.
I see, because you know that was shady. Because you knew exactly where I was about to go. That's still shady.
It's not shady.
No, we still can. Still can. If he's the perfect human, first thing this nigga did in his own movie was break the law. He lied on a military document. That's a felony, my boy.
In 1942, it's not.
Yes, it was. They even said it in the movie. They even said it in the movie.
That is a
brother, they even said it in the movie itself.
They
he could go to jail for that.
It's a movie made in 2010, my nigga.
But it's a period movie. You don't think they did the research for that shit?
Marvel has never been accurate about their period pieces. Let's not. I'm a Marvel.
How many period pieces are there?
There are quite a few. They've done the Indian Partition.
Well,
They've
then,
done
well, of course, it's
world-
white people.
they've
They're
done
not
both
gonna
world
care
wars.
about that shit.
They've done the end of time. They've done the start of time.
Pause. Nigga, how are they gonna be accurate about the end of time if we're in present day?
It's still a time period. I know
Nigga,
I know
nigga,
it's impossible to be accurate. But I'm still saying it's a
bro.
timepiece. I'm being facetious.
Wait.
The nigga cat. The nigga cat.
Bro. 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 If we're talking WWE, Cody Rhodes is Captain America.
Oh,
Cody
for
Rhodes
sure.
is Captain America.
For sure.
No, that's
No, he's
John
not.
Cena's Captain America.
No,
100%.
he is not.
I meant today.
Cena is Captain America.
Today wise.
Cody is nothing
It's still
more.
Captain America. Will be
Cody is
John Cena.
nothing more than Homelander. Cody is Homelander, 100%.
Well, Cody's not a villain
To a
though.
T.
We're talking heroes.
Cody is Homelander, 100%.
I don't
I'm
even think
not
he's
moving on
Homelander.
that.
I think that's a terrible comparison.
Even
People
down
just
to
talk about it 'cause
down
he's got a
to the
goddamn
fucking
flag on.
costume, down to the he even wears the same shit.
I was like, I'm pretty sure he did the costume because of
all
Homelander.
like before
That
he came
shit's
to
too
before
resemblant.
before his
Is resemblant a
WWE
word?
run. Before his
Resemblant.
WWE, that's
Yeah,
the whole
that's a word.
thing. When he was in AEW, that was the like at the end of it. That was the whole point. He was intentionally making himself.
He did
He was
it.
intentionally
He did it
making himself out to
intentionally
be
one
Homelander.
time
Yeah,
because
bro.
people wouldn't shut the fuck up over basic ass gear. The man wore the American flag against a UK
No,
man.
they were going towards him doing the heel turn, like him doing the whole
Cody
Homelander. Like
stated he was
he's
never going to
actively
turn heel.
being a hero, but he's being a.
No, he said he acted as heel already.
Cody
He already
also
said it.
said a lot of things while he was in charge of AEW.
He stated like he wasn't ever going to be heel.
But he also
The plan
did a
was
lot
never
of
to
things
turn
and
heel.
said
The
a
plan
lot
was
of
to make
things while he
people
was in
think he
AEW
would
that
turn
they
heel
went
and then
back.
stay face.
I forgot I have roommates.
I mean,
I forgot.
either way,
bro.
that's still very Homelander shit.
It's not Homelander. It's like a terrible
I
comparison.
do too.
It really is.
Mm-mm.
They make the comparison because they wore an American flag gear one time, and then since they made the comparison so much, he started wearing Homelander inspired gear. Because of
Then we can compare the nigga to Homelander. He does it now.
you can't.
You were making
Bro,
It doesn't make sense.
yeah.
even if he did it just because we kept
making the
doing it,
comparison of
that means we
Homelander
can still
because
compare him.
It's still a shit comparison.
He was portraying himself as a hero while actively making it seem like he was also blatantly being a bad guy.
I don't know where you got that out at all at that story, but anyway.
I just want to see what
From
they say
watching the fucking show. That's where
I
I
was
got it
watching
from.
the same fucking show, and there was not even the slightest inclination of Cody being heel until we got to Sammy Guevara for the TNT title. That man was
Oh
begging
my
for
God.
fucking cheers.
The
begging.
whole point of Cody versus Brody Lee and the dog collar match. The dog collar match changed him. He came out with the dark hair and the suit, the different suit. That was the original catalyst for him going into a darker side of himself because of what he had to
and then they waited 2 years to
in
pay
that
that
match
off.
with Brody Lee. I
just
mean,
wanna see
they
if they
waited
have
3
another
years to
one.
pay off Kenny versus Hangman.
And that nigga's overrated.
That's the actual story, though. You're piecing
Oh,
together
thank God, that's
nonsensical
an
bits of
electric.
information.
Uh,
Cody
damn,
did a
maybe
1
I'm
week
dirty.
story where he dyed his hair.
I'm not.
That
I'm
was it.
piecing together everything he did.
He did
Oh,
a
fuck
1
you,
week
Screamer.
story where he dyed his hair for a week.
I still don't get why he did that.
That was the entire story. Great match. That was the entire story. We don't need to sit here and act like it was any deeper. Same way people need to sit here and act like he was doing this clever thing where he knew he was a heel to us, but he was acting babyface. No, the nigga wanted to be a babyface. He wanted us to cheer him. That's all it was. He was desperate, begging, desperate. The man put himself through a flaming table. Why? Because he wanted one person to clap for him. That's it. That man was desperate.
One person. God damn. This nigga's starting to sound like Saul. I'm not gonna lie. He's starting to sound like Saul a little bit, my boy. You sure about that? He's Saul.
I'm
Sound like a lot of
being
these
real
Roman
about it.
fans.
I'm a Cody fan. I'm just being realistic.
Oh shit, that's funny. Let me see. Wait, where's the?
I mean, like,
Oh, they wrong for that. These
I think-
niggas
I
said one of Cap's most overrated moments was the elevator scene where he says, "Does anyone want to get out?" Nigga, that was cold as hell. Y'all bugging, bro. That line was cold as hell, and they said it was overrated.
I mean,
They
are
wrong
we-
for that.
Are we only referring to scenes from the movies, or are we talking about?
They just said
moments in the comics?
oh, I forgot. I can share this thing. Okay. One
Because-
second. Let me scroll to.
I think one of the most overrated things that happened to him in the comics. One of the most.
I think it's just
overrated
movies.
things he did in the comics, the whole Hail Hydra thing.
Oh,
Everyone
I
lost
remember
their
that shit.
collective shit. They're like,
There we
haha,
go.
just kidding.
This is 5 times Cap was an overrated Avenger, and 5 times he was underrated. And this is MCU, I'm assuming. Number 10 for overrated, defeating Red Skull. Nick, how is he overrated for defeating a Nazi? What?
That's crazy.
That is insane to start with. Number 1, defeating a Nazi is overrated. While Steve May prevented the disastrous nuclear destruction Red Skull planned, he can't claim direct responsibility for the victory. The final fight against Schmidt had Cap on the ropes, and ultimately it was Skull who sealed his defeat.
that sounds like the point you would have made, TJ. I don't want to hear it. That really sounds.
No, it was not. You will never hear me say it was kind of overrated how he defeated that Nazi.
The context of him being
That
a Nazi, what didn't need to be there. That still sounds like a statement you would have made.
Nah,
Fighting Ultron.
underrated. Is
They're
his
not
fight
saying
against
that he's
Ultron's
overrated for beating. They're
They're
not
saying
saying
he's
that
overrated
him
for the
beating
way.
Red Skull was
the way
overrated.
he did it.
Yeah, they're saying he's overrated because he didn't beat. He got the credit for beating Red Skull when in the movie Red Skull just grabbed the Tesseract and killed himself.
Yeah, and you are the same nigga
Essentially.
that just said he's an army admiral with steroids, bro. That's a point you would have fucking.
He is, nigga.
He's not. But continue.
Cap's fight against Ultron is
Well, he's not an
criminally
admiral. He's a
underrated.
captain.
Well, yeah. Considering the latter was made of vibranium, the same substance consisting heroic AI strength, not limited, don't shoot explosives. Yeah, that battle was underrated. I will say this: it was funny as hell how that nigga tried to choke out a robot. I will say that. So, shut up, Aiden. Overrated, prevented infighting. One of the most memorable scenes of First Avengers was Thor's clash with Iron Man, a midnight conflict over Loki's fate. Steve interfered before things got too far, while Rogers would have to defend against Thor's hammer slam. It was an attack anyone with slightly beyond pink human feats could endure.
Okay, so
First of all,
I would love to know how them setting up combination attacks and how their powers play off each other really well is overrated.
I'm coming to the nigga's defense on that one. They made it seem like he took that shit to the chest. Nigga, his shield took it. They saying anybody with a little over average peak human physique could take that hit. What? That is a hammer that generates electricity. Nigga, that is death in a hammer.
And
What?
he did. Dude, are they forgetting the way he holds his shield above his chest?
No, but they're calling him overrated because they're making it seem like any regular nigga that has his abilities could take it, but they're forgetting nigga took it with the shield. It's not like he said, boom, took it to the chest. Nigga blocked that shit with a shield. They're making it seem like he took that shit to the dome. Oh, underrated, keeping up with Black Panther. Okay, that was some G shit. That was, I might be changing my rating on this one. I might be changing the rating.
Properly rated.
Really? I'd side with them a little underrated because this nigga is like peak shit, and he was really keeping up with this nigga. There were times, if it wasn't for the traffic, I think he wouldn't have been able to catch T'Challa. He would have been like maybe side by side before T'Challa said, "Let me stop playing with this white man," and then took off.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Cap's faster than T'Challa. Cap is definitely faster than T'Challa. It's just T'Challa has more bounce.
Overrated, the Battle of Wakanda. I'm not even gonna read it. I guarantee you, it's gonna be something about how he's standing in the middle. I guarantee it.
He's the fucking leader of the group.
I guarantee you that's going to be the reasoning, though. Steve served as a strong warrior in the fight for Wakanda, imperative in getting Vision the time he needed to extract the Mind Stone. Well, where did that go? However, he was hardly the most useful. In fact, even Falcon was a greater asset. Wow. He and Black Panther. Giving him the benefit of the doubt and assuming that every minion he punched once was permanently defeated.
Well, yeah.
They are on this nigga's ass, bro.
Let me ask you this, right?
Bro,
You hit a dog. You hit a regular dog with a mean ass hook. What's gonna happen?
They gonna fall to the ground.
What the? You think that dog gonna hop back up and be like, "Yeah, I want some more" after you hit that bitch with a kung pao chicken combo of a right hand? No.
That shit was... I did not make this article, Aiden. Fuck you. I like that these niggas brought up Bruce. Underrated, outsmarting Spider-Man.
That's overrated. He
didn't really outsmart the nigga, bro.
I actually looked up. I was gonna say I looked up most overrated superheroes according to Reddit. Obviously, number one was Batman.
Yeah.
Number two
This should be.
was actually Wolverine.
That's a fairly valid pick.
Okay. Let's see the reasoning for underrated.
Number three was
the
Iron
chaos.
Man.
Yeah, there it is. Steve came head to head with Tony's prodigy, Spider-Man, while the two may be physical equals. Parker held a number of advantages which should have secured his victory. He was dramatically more agile than Rogers. Was all able, however, though martially cunning and a prudent usage of his vitamins, Steve managed to pin Peter under debris, which left him at his mercy. Okay, they say at Steve's mercy. I get what they mean. Like Steve could have struck, but Steve, I wouldn't say pinned. He just stopped him because he knew he was like he's not gonna let it fall on him. So he caught it, and then Steve said, "I'm gonna go focus on the other stuff." I wouldn't say at Steve's mercy.
Yeah. Also, so I looked at the rest of this list. Y'all gonna like this list. One, Captain America's not even on this list of most overrated.
Because he's not overrated.
It goes number 10. Oh no, number 10 is Superman. Number 9 is Deadpool.
Superman's
8
too low.
is Captain Marvel. Carol Danvers.
Valid.
Number 7 is Green Lantern.
That's
number
a hot
6
take in my
is
opinion.
Mr. Fantastic.
That's another one hot take in my opinion.
Well, for me, it all depends on which Green Lantern we're talking about. But number 5 is Groot.
Groot.
Y'all wrong for that, bro. Y'all wrong for that.
Come on, man. Leave Groot alone.
Harley Quinn ain't even a hero.
Number 3 is Iron
Most
Man.
of the time.
You say Ant-Man?
She is in some situations. No. Iron Man is number 3. Number 2 is Wolverine. Number 1 is Batman.
Them niggas
I
chatting on
think that
some of
was
those,
more or
bro.
less just like I feel like that list at the start from like 1 to 5 is just like who are the most popular heroes I can think of, and I'm just
Well,
gonna
and
say they're
that's what they're
overrated because
basing their
I'm a
overrated, like
fucking.
the idea of being overrated.
Mm.
That's
It's
what they're
basically
basing it
just
on.
a
Like
redditor.
their definition of overrated is, well, yes, but also like their definition of overrated is defined by the fact that they're so commonly, like, they're everywhere. Which their reasoning for
Mm.
Wolverine being number 2 is because literally he is in almost every single story arc, even stuff that doesn't include the other X-Men. Like you get Wolverine versus the Hulk and Wolverine versus so and so. You know what I mean? Like the dude was
Wolverine
everywhere.
versus my taxes.
So I mean, if I don't have
Zay,
to
you see
pay
this
it.
next one? Stopping Thanos' hand. How is this overrated? Because keep in mind, Thanos had, if I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember, this is before he got the vision. So he had 5 of the 6 stones, including the fucking Power Stone. So y'all niggas, wait, no. I think he had all 6. I think this was Cap stopping him, trying to stop him from snapping, wasn't it?
No, he had 5. And this was right before he got to Vision. This is when Wanda was trying to break the Mind Stone.
Okay. Either way, the Power Stone is in there. What? Okay, with Thanos'
No, like,
impending victory, Captain America stood up to him for a final reckoning, one which emulates his spirit in the face of impossible odds. As noble as Steve's intention might have been, his actions were foolish, and he was utterly humiliated as a result. Damn, y'all really coming on this nigga's ass, bro. Thanos took
he
Rogers out
was
of commission.
humiliated by doing something that
Also,
the quote unquote strongest Avenger couldn't do. What is he talking about?
yes.
Like the Hulk tried to hold the Hulk
But
in like the start of this
Hulk
movie.
got a
Literally
3-piece
tried
and
to
a
hold
biscuit, bro. God damn.
the
They
Hulk
did
tries
for
to
Hulk
hold
Daddy.
Thanos' hands back, and what happens? He crumbles. He can't do it. Why? Because he's
Yeah.
not as strong as Thanos, and it's just Thanos with one stone that was never activated at all.
Thanos took Rogers out of
to be
commission
fair,
without the gauntlet or any
that
of its gems.
eh, also
I like how they're
we
basing
were
this off
talking
of
about
a sneak attack. Loki.
Infinity War and the Infinity.
Yeah, because he
But
threw
like,
that fucking
seriously,
hand like way out of left
can we
field.
just be? Can we also just be glad that we didn't get in the MCU? They didn't decide to do the death of Tony Stark that was also a way for Reed Richards to get one of the Infinity Stones. It'd be really great if we didn't get that, because at one point
Oh
in one of the
God.
comics, Tony actually manages to create he manages to create an Infinity Stone inside of his own brain. He thought it was a cancerous tumor. Reed Richards actually opens his head, like surgically opens up his head, removes it, and leaves him hanging upside down to die.
He
It
just
is
committed
such
murder.
a brutal, graphic fucking scene in the comic books. It's so fucking terrible.
What the?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some
Yeah.
gangster shit right there. L.
You
Reed.
murdered the guy.
Let's see. Underrated.
I'll see if
Wielding
I can.
Mjolnir. Understandable. All right. Yeah. See, this is what I was talking about. Overrated. Does anyone want to get out? Let's see where it says they're overrated. As crunchy and entertaining as the violence may have been, it was hardly impressive. Cap is a man who's capable of holding down a helicopter with a single hand against regular goons in a crowded space where they would have a hard time using firearms. They never stood a chance. Nigga, that shit was still badass. Fuck y'all.
That doesn't even
Underrated.
make sense. He
Redeeming
basically
Bucky.
just said
Okay,
he was like, with Captain America whooping these niggas' asses, it's a shame they just couldn't use their guns, nigga. What they were fighting? What are you?
It's a shame these niggas couldn't use their guns.
Like none of them had guns on that. Like none of them
Oh
had
my
guns on that
gosh.
elevator. They were in
All
state
right.
headquarters. They did not have their gun.
All right. Now we're pushing 3 hours. So before we go, I'm gonna introduce one more segment. Um, some of us, I don't know if all of y'all, I think at least. Oh no, fuck you. Never mind. I just remember it. Fuck you, nigga. I'm gonna still make you do it though. Um, if you don't know, Dragon Ball. I don't remember if it was Z, Kai, Budokai, or regular Dragon Ball. No, it couldn't have been regular Dragon Ball. That was basically Goku's upbringing. But at one point we see Goku, bitch. We see Goku and Vegeta fuse and do the fusion. So I want to ask you three: pick two comic book heroes or characters that you would want to see fuse.
There's an
And
entire
what?
Marvel series on this, actually.
Yeah, there
There's
is.
an entire
I was
Marvel
just, I
series
was
on this.
really.
I'm
You
gonna
shouldn't have
give you
said
my
anything because
answer.
I was gonna pick one of
It's
those. I was literally just gonna pick one of those.
That's why I'm including DC in it too.
I am too.
Motherfuckers.
I am too.
Hmm.
It's Arachnite. Or what is his name again? It's the fusion. It's essentially the fusion of Moon Knight and Spider-Man.
Was it Moon Knight and Spider Man? I thought it was Captain America
incredible.
and Spider Man. No, I thought it
No,
was
Bro,
it's
Captain
Moon
America.
Knight
that
and
suit,
Spider-Man.
that fucking suit is available as part of the pre-order. That suit is
Yep.
fucking in there.
What?
Arachnite. That suit is part of the pre-order. Cause when I peeped it, I was like, that is the coldest shit I've ever fucking seen.
Well, no, mine was gonna be Thor and Iron
God
Man.
damn, you sent that quick.
What is it like? What is that one like? Future Hammer or some shit like that?
Yeah, that's the Tony Stark.
Hmm.
I'm gonna do a lesser level one. Give me
Can't
Joker
remember,
and
but I
Cap.
just remember because it's all gross.
Hmm.
Just
Well-
gross.
That wouldn't even work.
I just
That
want to
wouldn't
see what would
work.
happen if Cap. I just want to see what
They
happened
would
if Cap
cancel
went
each other
insane
out.
and just fucking.
I mean, I
Hmm.
think there. I'll have to double check, but I think there is. That's the thing with comic books. Like, you think you're coming up with the most ridiculous, stupid idea, and that it could never possibly be a thing, and then you find out
Yeah.
they already did a version of that.
Because
There's
imagine,
already a storyline that
imagine if
exists.
this was,
So there probably
if I wasn't
is
a comic book fan,
one.
and I got super high one night, and I messaged y'all and said, "Bro, imagine, imagine if when Peter got bit, right? He didn't get bit, but he fell over, and then spiders devoured his body, but they became Spider Man." You know how I would react if I told y'all that, and when y'all said, "Nigga, that exists." Do you know how fucking asinine I would think y'all are? I'd be like, you're fucking lying. Ain't no goddamn way
Wait.
that is real.
Wait,
Like,
what?
There are
imagine
some
that.
crazy
Hold on. What did you
things.
say? Wait, what did
That's-
you say?
Like, imagine
you say?
getting high, thinking
missed
you're
that.
coming up with the idea of fucking spiders, man, just for someone to be like, no, that shit's real. Yeah, it's fucking real. I would shit my pants.
Well, yeah.
I'd be like, who the fuck? I'd be like, what the fuck were they smoking when they came up with this? Because I was smoking some strong shit to come up with it. So what were they on to come up with that shit?
For
Like-
me, the thing that really caught me off guard was Batverine.
Batverine.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I literally,
Yeah.
one of my friends used to have a big ass collection of comics, and I was like, yo, wouldn't it be crazy if in one of these DC and Marvel comics they had like the characters fuse? And he goes, why don't you pick up that comic right there? And I was like, you're fucking kidding me. Before I grab this comic, you're telling me that.
You niggas do that too, bro. It'd be insane if a bad bitch was walking down the street right now. Brother, why don't you go ahead and turn around for me real quick? Deontay, what you got? What's your fusion?
It's kind of a wild one, baby, but
You say that? Watch
Deadpool and
me, we're about to
Wolverine.
pull that shit up. You said Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes, it's just one I came up with.
Why do I feel like that's real? Weaver,
It might be.
I feel like that's real. I feel like
I'm
it's
looking. I'm
like
looking.
that's
I'm
what.
looking. Hold on.
I'm gonna say I feel like
No,
that's
so
what
I
they probably
believe
put.
I believe
Seems like some
Deadpool was
shit.
one of those characters that were left alone in the mashups.
Mm.
There were like one or two, maybe three characters that didn't get mashed up with anyone. Well, no, Deadpool got mashed up with someone. I think it was Miss Marvel.
What there
That's
were? I was gonna say there's also no Deadpool got more than one. Because there
Oh,
were a
okay.
couple of different people that got mashed up with more than one person at a time. There were superheroes that got mashed up with just regular civilians. There were also villains that got mashed up with regular civilians because the whole story. So the whole idea, behind this story arc is that Gamora basically finds out that Thanos wants to wipe out 50% of the entire population. And what she does is she beats him to it. She gets the Infinity Stones, and instead of eliminating 50%, she takes 50% of the population and fuses it with the other 50%.
Oh.
So instead of killing them, she just merges everyone together, creating it creates warp world basically. It's fucking insane. I'm trying to find all of the stuff about it.
There's
Yeah, because at one
the thing
point,
about it though. There's some like really fucked
Steve
up ones.
Rogers actually gets in that story. Yeah, because Captain America gets fused with Doctor Strange, so he becomes Soldier Supreme.
That was what I was thinking about.
Yeah, and then Thor and Iron Man end up fused together, and they become the Iron Hammer.
I was so close with Power Hammer.
So you were close, Deontay. It was wait, hold on. That's not what I thought it was. Yeah, because Deadpool, where is it? It's this weird fusion. Oh, he gets fused with Dupe, so he becomes
oh,
Deadpool.
Oh yeah,
okay.
I thought he got fused with Miss Marvel too though.
Oh yeah, you had Ghost Panther, so you had a Ghost Rider fused with Black Panther. Badass.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Ghost Panther.
Fucking badass as fuck.
Soldier Supreme's a fire ass name. Iron Hammer's cool as hell. I don't know what. I think it was Dead Doom or Doctor Pool.
Dr. Pool.
Dr. Pool. Ghost nigga cat.
Ghost nigga cat.
cat.
Oh, Ghost nigga cat.
It goes to Gato Negro.
Oh yeah, and then one of the funniest fusions was the fact that they took the Fantastic Four and split because obviously since 50% is getting fused with the other 50%, you end up instead of the Fantastic Four, you get the Terrific Two. It's Reed
God damn it.
Storm and Ben Storm. So Reed
Nice.
Richards gets fused with Johnny Storm, and Ben gets fused with the Invisible Woman. So you get the thing
Imagine
of
an
the
invisible rock nigga tackling you.
And a vest. That was crazy.
I die. Also, imagine Reed
Oh, wait,
claiming
I'm sorry,
his
I got that backwards.
towards you.
I got those backwards. I'm sorry. Reed Richards and Sue Storm are the ones that fuse together because he becomes Mr. Invisible.
Yeah,
Mr.
I was
Invisible.
thinking for a second it would make more sense for the husband and wife, and then the two people who don't like
You
each
know
other
how
on the
funny
team.
that would be if you see him standing across the field. You go,
Well, I
"You a
mean, they don't have
bitch,"
their own.
and then just feel an invisible hand punch you in the jaw. Nigga, I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Bro, imagine running down the street thinking you got away with a big ass robbery, and then you just run into a fucking force field created by an invisible stretchy nigga.
Dude, nigga,
Go eat the
imagine
man and
seeing
crack.
Also,
no, fuck
one
that.
of the really
Imagine
cool
seeing a
ones was
flaming rock nigga coming at you, bro.
there was the fusion. Yeah, no. So the other one that
That's
was
just a
kind of close
volcano.
to what Deontay was talking about was X-23 getting fused with Scarlet Witch.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh my god.
Yeah, so you did have X-23 and Scarlet Witch fused together. They were called Weapon Hex.
Weapon X. Badass.
All right. Well,
No, Weapon Hex.
Oh,
yeah,
Weapon
Weapon
X.
X.
ugh. Well,
Because Wolverine's Weapon X.
yeah. All right. That seems like a great place to wrap this up for tonight. We're pushing 3 hours. Thank y'all for tuning into the re-debut of the Geek Culture Podcast. Um, yeah.
More stuff coming soon. We have some more interviews, some more videos and stuff, yada yada yada. I'm tired, so I'm not doing excessive promotions where
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all lazy nigga promotions today.
Lazy nigga promotion.
If you want to go to some shows, make sure to go to
This is a perfect.
SeatGeek.com to get 10% off your order with code OTV, or get 20% off your first purchase using code Lock Not Famous, Russell Spot, or Steven Sports Studios. My bad,
Yes.
just Steven Sports.
Yeah. And if
And
you don't want to be tired like us, go to w.gg, use code MEP, get 10% off your entire order, or you can use code GATSBHTX, NBA Tay, Team
Mhm.
Weaver TV, or TSB4T. Side note, I think this is the first time all four of us are together when we promote this shit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah,
yeah,
go to w.gg, buy any of their products so you can get energized, unlike us. Um,
yeah,
I'm
of
not
I'm
course.
not
legitimately about to mix some up and go to the gym. So
July 23rd,
damn.
July
Oh,
2023. I know the date, but I'll wait until they announce it.
I'm
Matter
gonna
of
say
fact,
nigga Loki just leaked it. Tom Holland ass style.
I almost did. It's a day. It's a day in the 20s, but you feel me? July 2023.
Mm,
Go check that out.
yeah.
Coming soon. I'm gonna knock that nigga out. I'll be competing in the breakout tournament of power. I
Yeah.
need sleep. But yeah, I'm gonna knock that nigga out too. 2 wins before October is crazy. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm that.
Um,
I'm him. I'm that nigga. Yeah.
what else? June 25th, we will have a Michael Jackson stream. It's gonna be like our other artist streams. No VOD. You watch that shit as it happens, because Twitch gonna be like, "Fuck you, motherfucker," afterwards and shut that shit down. YouTube definitely gonna do that shit. So you watch it there live, or you're just lame. We're really fucking
He said
tired.
he says
So
that shit, but then he'll forget to take the VOD down, like the Big Time Rush and Disney streams that are still up.
yeah, yeah. Because at this point, it's been 7 days and bitches going on their own. This was Phil yesterday. That shit was funny as fuck. That's how he was looking. But nigga's really tired. I'm not bringing in the handsome Delta. That nigga talks too long. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Good. Take
Go
y'all
to
asses to
yeah.
bed.
Linktree
Aiden,
main
we
event.